Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. Who would want to? God damn this fucking phone.
Oh, god damn it.
What's that?
Gotta get the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Motorcycles. Is that a motorcycle?
What are you logging into that you need to do this?
The restream chat.
Oh, yeah, you installed it as a separate app, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, I just used the HTTP. God damn, why are they making you solve all these?
I got my password. Yeah.
Oh. That's the problem? Well, if you just go to the StreamVoid, or Restreamio thing, you can get it there. Wait a minute. Unknown user.
Make it bigger. No. Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
Says we're waiting for new messages. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh. What do we say? It has to be the bread with nuts, though. What?
What? The bread with the nuts?
What comes to the podcast? I love you. Life is like a sandwich. No matter which way you flip it, the bread always comes first. That's Helix's gem he's dropping.
Clever.
This.
It's clever.
Let me send a chat and see if it comes through on the thing. Yeah, it did. Okay. Perfect. Helix has just been coming in, dropping knowledge every stream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
As he does. He's a very knowledgeable human being.
Yeah. What did he say? He said something about... I may be unemployed, but my... No, something about a foot job or something like that. Colton. And then the other one was like, well, there's like, they better be calling me pubes the way I'm above all you dickheads. And then there was the classic, unemployed but her feet giving me a job. There it is. And the other one was, what was it? Oh yeah, you call me foreskin the way I'm holding all this cheddar. Or this cheese. Yeah. That's a good one. The pubes one? Yeah, it's a good one too. It's a good one.
That is a good one.
I like the foreskin one.
Yeah.
I saw it on gross. I saw it on TikTok. Some girl posted some video and that was her caption on it. Well, sign language. This is when like the gorilla shows the baby to the
Part number, so
no.
Is that 12?
Yeah, 1255.
Smudgy. Looks like a 6.
There is no card, or he took it out of inventory.
1255.
You can put the cart in. You just leave. That's why I made a cart number thing.
Yeah, no. I just took it out of inventory already.
Yeah, but like you just put it in the thing, and that way when they take it out, then you go to the cart. And you
Business talk.
Yeah, already did it. It's Mitchell. He's picking it up. Doesn't matter.
Business talk. Game Hub talk.
Always Game Hub talk when you're at the Game Hub.
Yeah. Does anything get done without you around?
Huh?
I said, does anything get done without you around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I still get interrupted all the time.
I know. I've noticed.
Yeah, lots of stuff gets done.
That's good. Good to hear. How's everybody doing this morning? Peaks a cat? I heard a rumor there might be a Peaks a stream tonight.
Oh, a Pizza stream tonight.
Yep. She's going to go live on OnlyFans and piss all over the place.
Oh, damn.
That's the stream we're talking about. Avowed. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yep, I've been gripping all day.
Sounds wonderbar.
Yeah, exactly. And I am not going to stream today. Kiss and shit. Oh, the double whammy.
Oh.
Damn. 2
1 and
streams. 2 streams simultaneous.
Yes.
You make some big money off of that, I think.
Yeah.
Make a brain dance. You gonna grind a Grand Masturbator? Oh yeah, that's right.
Grandmaster
Yeah,
Vader.
Jerkmate has like ranked play or something like that.
What?
Yeah. Helix is he's grinded up to be the Grand Masturbator. Apparently it's like, what did he say? It's like 1v1 masturbation on camera, and then whoever nuts first loses. And there's a judge or something watching or something. I don't know. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. So he's a Grand Masturbator.
That's wild.
He was on his goon session. I thought I sent info on that. I have proof too. Yeah, he had a screenshot. He put it on Snapchat. I thought I sent info on that. I think, yeah, you did. Just Helix is living the life, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
The goon sesh. The eternal goon sesh. Doing it in Spanish class. What a guy.
What a guy.
Yep. Exactly. Did we get any feedback on the last one we did? Did any of the boys or anything say anything? Where we just sort of were like, hey, why doesn't this just be the podcast?
No, I forgot to put it up.
Oh.
I forgot to put it up.
Okay, that's okay. So
Yeah,
we have 2 in the chamber then.
2 in the chamber, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. That's no worries. I didn't mind it. I thought it was interesting anyways. When we did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Not when I listened to it, because I didn't listen to
No,
it.
you sure didn't. You sure didn't. No, I totally forgot to put it up.
Oh, that's all right. No worries. No big deal. Busy man.
Yes, everything got wild.
Yep. Busy man with a plan.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. What did Pixacat, what did you think of it? Do you remember? She probably doesn't remember.
Probably
She doesn't
not.
remember
It was
anything.
Weeks ago.
She doesn't remember anything.
3 weeks ago, in fact. It's been a long time.
When I did my when I started streaming on whatever it was, the 8th, I streamed for like the weekend, and then it was like on whatever it was, Monday to Sunday night. She, what, you're still streaming? Like sleep stream? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you don't have to work tomorrow? I'm like, I took the week off. I told you this. You know this. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. My brain's been slurped up by an embryo. Dementia? Yeah, that too.
Early onset dementia.
Yeah, very early.
Yes.
21.
Yeah,
It's
21.
crazy.
It's an early time to get dementia.
Twazy, 21 and her life's already over. It's crazy.
Sounds like something a 21-year-old would say.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. 100%.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Yes, it happens.
I wonder if she's working today.
I would imagine so.
I don't know.
It's not a stat for them.
Yes, it is President's Day.
Oh, is it? It's President's Day?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's President's Day today.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure. Pretty sure. Helix, can you confirm? Get some confirmation in the chat.
It is President's Day.
There you go. Thank you.
That means the pub's going to be rocking.
Where? In America?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite president, Helix? Lay it on me. Let's
Dwight.
compare. Eisenhower?
Yeah,
Pretty
Dwight
good.
Eisenhower. Got to be Dwight Eisenhower.
Pretty good.
Helix is his own favorite president.
Is Bill Clinton, obviously. He was gooning in the White House nonstop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah. Or JFK. He's getting the slurp by Marilyn Monroe. Pretty good. You're the best favorite president? I didn't know you were elected to the presidency.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
President
Well,
of the Goon Club.
I don't think you can actually be president. You're too young. I think you cannot be president in America unless you're 45.
Yeah?
I think so. I think there's a
Interesting.
minimum age to be president.
A min age.
Yeah. Which is stupid. Call me Kennedy the way she F with my John. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
wow,
some
that came in
emojis show
late.
up.
That was crazy.
Yeah. It's like those emojis took forever to load
Yeah,
in.
the message just came up as "Call me Kennedy the way she F with my John," and then like 10 seconds later, the emojis popped. It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
That was very cool, though. Imagine you could do that on your messages. I guess you could probably do it by using animated ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have it delayed for 10 seconds.
Delayed
What?
animation.
Whoa! That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy.
Well, it's been a while since we did one of these.
It has been a while since we've done one of these.
I almost want to grab my lappy top because there was some stuff
Oh, yeah, do it.
like the state of play.
Oh, it's got buried over there.
I better get it.
What state of play are we talking about? Sony?
God.
A weird duel on top. Hello.
Escape the dungeon.
Yeah, we were going to borrow it, and we ended up not borrowing it.
Well, that's okay if you need more of it. It's just a small fee. Add it to my consulting fees.
February 12th?
State of play.
Please enter your birthday.
But day of birthing.
1999, 12/12.
Why
Close
would they go and put the USB port on the side of the left?
They do that for some reason.
Like I'm not a right-handed person.
Mm-hmm. And so you don't have that dingus sticking out. They're doing it for you. Now you don't have that.
Or maybe they're like, of course, anyone that has this is going to use a wireless mouse.
Yes.
What kind of clown would not? Or like a Bluetooth mouse.
Exactly.
What kind of clown would use a regular wired mouse? Am I right? Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm considering this. That guy just got shitted on.
Yes.
I'm considering this game.
Consider it.
It's being considered, I just said.
Excellent. There's some flying birds and stuff.
I liked Monster Hunter Worlds more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no riding, really, it looks like, in this one, of you riding a mount. I didn't like that in Monster Hunter Rise.
No? Riding?
No, you had to ride your Palamute around and jump on things, and I don't know.
QuickTime puzzles?
I don't know exactly what the deal was.
It's QuickTime events. And jumping puzzles.
State of play.
The Sony state of play. Everything announced.
Sony reportedly planning to host a PlayStation showcase this summer.
A showcase of PlayStationery.
Yep.
There's a big dog.
Mm-hmm. This is them saying, we're going to have day one DLC.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
First free title update.
Yep.
Mizutsune? It's like a zoot suit.
Yeah.
Mizutsune.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Riot!
Oh my god.
Oh, the Guild Knight
and
set.
a Hope Charm Talisman.
Oh my god.
You'll probably outgrow that in like the first 10 minutes of playing.
Probably. Maybe we should put it on the screen.
Well, I mean, I've already watched it. If you want to watch it, yes, that's fine.
I'll so we can kind of
Live react to the recording?
Live react to the old recording.
Sure. We can do that.
Go up here. Window capture device. And then capture this.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You gonna block us out? Oh, beautiful. What about the chat? Oh, wait. Can I bring it up over here? No, I can't.
Bring it up over there. You can't?
Well, I mean, I could bring them up individually.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's only ever anybody on Twitch anyway.
Oh, but it re-streamios them, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to hear it or no?
No. I mean,
Okay.
we're not going to hear it.
Right.
I'm just going to skip people talking anyway and go straight for the good stuff.
Sega.
Sega.
So are we doing? Is this the podcast right now?
I don't know. We might as well be.
Okay, I'll talk about it as we go.
Sounds good.
I won't spoil the. Well, you can tell what it is. I was like, can you guess what this is?
Looks kind of Ninja Gaiden-y.
No, it said Sega, so not Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
What would it be? Who's another ninja from Sega?
Another ninja from Sega?
Yeah.
It's got to be that...
Smegma.
got to be that one where he grips onto things and with his grippy hands.
But
God, what is
a
this?
white ninja? You don't know? Shinobi?
Not Shinobi?
It is Shinobi.
It is Shinobi?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking Strider.
Oh, Strider. That's
There's
a good
lot
guess.
of Strider things going on.
That's a good guess.
There's a lot of Strider
that would have been a
things
good
going
one.
on,
No,
yeah.
this is
Shinobi.
Shinobu.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes
It
more
looks
sense.
like a hard as hell action platformer
Yeah. Looks
up
kinda
the
good.
Michael T alley.
Yeah. The Art of Vengeance.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some vengeance going on.
Really? Against who?
I don't know. Just figure it out.
Okay. I probably will not play that one.
That looks pretty good.
This
Granted.
I'll play.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing's transformed?
Maybe. No,
Looks-
it's not on All-Stars. It looks like it's just straight up Sonic.
Yeah.
I don't see any non-Sonic characters, which is a big misstep in my opinion. Because you could race as Ulala
Ooh la la, yes.
or Ryo
Danica
Hazuki.
Patrick.
Oh, that's right. Danica Patrick was in that one. That's
Yeah.
right. That's crazy. Does she do anything anymore?
I don't know.
I haven't thought of her in a long time. I mean,
whoa, world swap?
yeah, there needs to be a competitor to Mario Kart
Yes.
that comes out more than once every 8 years.
Yes. And this
So,
is a damn fine. Well, I mean, Transformed was a really good one,
yeah, if we could get it running.
right? I can't get it running on that PC.
No, but do you remember we tried to do it on the Jouch or the Couch This, and it just would crash repeatedly?
Yeah, that's weird. Why did that happen?
It was something. I think it was about the TV's resolution.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, so.
Trying to go 4K. It's like,
Something was wrong with it for sure. Nothing could beat Mario Kart. What about
What about
Sonic Transform? Wait, what's it called?
Sonic All-Stars Racing's
Transformed. Yeah. You can play as Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue,
Yes.
driving a forklift. Classic Shenmue meme.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I mean, this is. I think Sonic is a much better kart racer
Crossworlds.
than.
DEI.
I think Sonic is a much better racer than Mario.
I'm not a fan
In
of
my
Mario
opinion.
Kart. Now, when this trailer came out, I was like, what could this possibly be?
Bandai Namco?
We can't hear it. We just saw what looked like the beginning of Akira with a city being nuked to death.
And now there's a weird train.
Yeah, so let me
Must be Kingdom Hearts.
well, it's Bandai Namco, so no,
Oh,
that's Square Enix. But, what could it be? Persona?
No,
Like,
this isn't Persona.
not Persona. If you had a guess.
New IP.
New IP? No, it's an existing IP, and you're going to be like, what? You're going to be, huh? Say what? Because I sure was.
Gotta be.
It sure looked like Persona to me when it was going on.
Yeah, right? That looked kind of Persona-y, but that anime doesn't
No,
look
that's a
Persona-y.
little too.
This is Monster.
Oh, that's so close.
What's
Close.
that? Digimon.
Yeah.
That's the one. It's Digimon.
Yes.
Oh, it is Digimon! It totally is Digimon.
Yeah, it is.
That's hilarious.
Looks interesting, though. It looks like Digimon Story.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be more of a... I don't know. Is it going to be like Pokemon, or is it going to be like something different?
I don't know. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, Digimon?
It is Digimon.
What the hell? So crazy. Yeah. It's an interesting franchise that I've never really played.
No, I haven't either.
It
Apparently
looks like it's a
it's,
lot like Pokemon, but...
Apparently it's a card game too.
Yeah, so you're going to carry it?
No.
No? How come? No one's
We'll leave
asking
that
for
for
it?
Desert City.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can carry it.
Yeah. Just leaving money on the table right there. A very small amount of money
A
on the
very
table.
small amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never played Digimon. The closest I came was Monster Rancher.
Oh yes, Monster Rancher.
Yeah.
The other Digimon.
Well, that one, you put in your CDs in the PlayStation, and it would randomly generate a character based off the CD, so that's pretty good. This is
What are those eyelashes? What the hell?
I know. This is another, what do you call it? Stylish action game.
An Ulti-Zero stylish action game.
Yeah, this was very stylish looking. I don't know if it's for me. I mean, I like Bayonetta, pretty much. Excuse me. But, not, I don't know. I'm not a huge, I don't know. They're just too much like, whoa, extreme. Look at the flips and the spins and all that shit. You know?
Flips and spins, that's how you do combat.
Yeah, but no, I don't mean, you don't do, I guess you do some flips and spins in Elden Ring, but not quite so fast. It's almost like Dynasty Warrior style. That I don't know. It's just like, yeah, I killed 1,000 guys, but that's not really that fun to me, really. I don't know. See, look how stylish it is. He went from surfing on a black, whatever, energy surfboard to sprouting black wings, and
He's only got 5 seconds of energy surfboard.
yeah, I know.
And then he's got to sprout its black wings, but he's only got 5 seconds of that. So then he has to go do some like internal wall run
Yeah.
thing, and then goes back to the black surfboard after it's cooled down.
So instead of the hair like in Bayonetta, he has this black energy that's turns into a surfboard. A black
surfboard energy.
He's like the Silver Surfer, but Korean. So it looks very stylish. I will definitely say that. But when I saw it, I was just like, I don't really.
Lost Soul aside.
Yeah.
It's an incomplete sentence.
You gonna add it to your wish list or what?
No, that's an incomplete sentence.
Well,
Lost
they have
Soul
to
aside,
trademark it. So.
Comma.
It has to be something no one would ever say to trademark. You can't trademark a phrase. People have tried. Or a unique phrase. Here we go.
Here we go. Now we got pirates. Now we got demo arriving next week.
I played this demo.
Now we got Yakuza.
I played this demo.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm Goro Majima.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, look at that stabbing motion.
It's actually called Like a Dragon
yes.
now. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. And you're a pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh.
So
It's literally called Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
yes. And then look at this Dave the Diver DLC
Oh, Dave
coming.
the Diver, let's go.
Kasuga Ichiban in Dave the Diver. It's almost like, do I have to play this game now?
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I know. It's like a beat 'em up.
Side-scrolling beat-em-up sections?
Yeah. Ichiban's Holiday. So,
Huh.
Interesting.
Only on PlayStation.
Well, no, this is the PlayStation show, so it only says it's on PlayStation. But I played the demo on Xbox.
Portals with guns.
Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Gun Portal.
No, this is a sequel
Tribes.
to a game. Not Tribes.
3D.
I thought you played this game, maybe. Oh, they didn't show the title name?
No.
Slipgate. You didn't play Slipgate?
I never played it, no.
Yeah, okay. Splitgate.
Oh, Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
While we're watching this footage of WWE that we don't care about, should I tell you about Yakuza Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? He plays Goro Majima, and it's not turn-based. It's back to the sort of hack and slash, stylish gameplay that I don't like, I just said. But they added a jump button. So now you can jump as Goro and do like air attacks and stuff like that. And he has two fighting styles. He has the Mad Dog style, of course, that we know and love.
Yeah.
But he has this swashbuckling style where he like dresses like a pirate.
Yeah.
And he has his swords and his flintlock pistol. And it's pretty interesting. And the voice acting for Goro is incredible in the demo. Classic Goro Majima.
Yeah.
But even when I beat Infinite Wealth this week, Goro's in it for a bit. You have to go beat him up as Ichiban. But the voice is done by, what's his name? D&D Man?
D&D Man?
Yeah, you know D&D Man? You know what I'm talking about?
D&D Man.
Famous D&D man that is D&Ding on
D&D
the live
time?
streams, you know? He did the voice of Goro, and it's pretty good, actually. What's his name? You know what I'm talking
I don't
about?
know. I haven't a clue.
It was...
That didn't pause it.
That's okay. You can just let it play through these idiots talking.
Well, I was gonna go back to that WWE 20,
okay. Well, let me
2K25.
let me just finish with
Yeah,
my Goro. What's the D&D man? Like he does the live streaming. Like he's the Mercer. Matt Mercer?
Matt Mercer?
Yeah.
Rick Mercer?
Matt Mercer. No, Rick Mercer. No, what's the guy that does all the what's the D&D big D&D streaming thing? People are always watching and shit. They have their own RPG system now. Come on, you work in this fucking store. You own this store. What you know what I'm talking about here?
It's on Geek and Sundry.
It's like fucking. They're like a D&D squad, and there's one girl.
Initiative, first initiative. Critical Role.
Critical Role.
That's
yes,
it.
Matt Mercer. He does the voice of Goro.
Oh, interesting.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So it was. All right.
So that WWE 2K25 looked like an RPG adventure game.
So we couldn't hear it when we were watching it, but I can tell you that it was a online thing where you run around in a lobby with like up to 50 people, I think they said, and you do quests and you buy new gear, I guess, clothing or whatever, and I think you can probably challenge people to wrestling matches in there and stuff. It looks interesting, but it also looked janky too.
Yeah.
Like the animations, I mean, well, they're wrestlers, so they can't really run anyways because their thighs are so big and everything like that. But it's some sort of like new mode they're doing where it's like online thing, which is just going to be a way for them to sell you a different shirt.
Of course.
Some will be free, but then they'll be like, we released the new spring collection. You want to look really cool? Buy this Gucci shirt.
Collection. It'll be great.
Yeah, it was interesting anyways.
Yeah, it looked different.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And something that's not at all different. Here you go, Borderlands 4.
Borderlands 4.
Looks exactly like Borderlands 2 and 3.
Yes.
Like maybe better fidelity graphics, but it looks just like more. I cannot get excited for this. I'm sorry.
Is this new?
Borderlands 4.
Oh. Didn't we play 4?
No, we did 3. Yeah, and then they did, after Borderlands 3, they did Tiny Tina's Dragon Keep or something like that. Yeah. And this is 4, so I don't know. I can't get excited for this after Borderlands 3. They need to really do something to switch it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if Borderlands is still a hot property and we're on the wrong side of history with this, but that was so just like meh of a game.
It was so meh.
Just like, yeah, okay, we beat it, and then mine crashed during the ending cutscene.
Yes, it did.
But we did beat it co-op, which was fun to play co-op.
Yeah,
but
definitely
other than that, it was just like we could have played through Borderlands 2 and it would have been better.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and this was so cringy, these two talking like about the game and like pretending to be so excited about it and whatever.
They look like they're pretending really good.
Well, one's Randy Pitchford or whatever.
Yeah.
And he is the guy that was like, we must make the Borderlands movie. And then they did it.
And then it was a stinker.
Yeah.
Or so I've heard.
The movie, I haven't seen it, but I can't imagine it's good. I'll be playing this one on stream with a certain person named Nacho Love.
Oh.
Splitgate. This is not Splitgate.
Worlds Apart.
Something.
Rio and
it's called
Tio.
Split Fiction. And it's like another, it's pretty much the same.
It's a story of friendship.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as It Takes Two.
Yeah.
Where you
They're
are.
both Mega Men.
Yep. They're both writers and they're going through like their stories or something like that.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to be pretty fun. I had a lot of fun playing It Takes Two.
Mm-hmm.
And this should be good as well. Pretty much the same thing. Split screen, 2 views.
Yeah.
I'll have to like pull on something while the other player has to like twiddle a knob or something like that.
Yeah, pull on this, twiddle that.
But it was a lot of fun playing through that game. It was very creative. I don't know if it'll be quite like It Takes Two, because It Takes Two, like, it had like 7 different genres in it. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden you'd be playing a fighting game in it and it'd be like, what the hell? What is going on? There was like shooter, like, yeah, so much crazy stuff going on.
Well, I mean, it kind of looks like it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show, like, no, it was literally like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like side view, fighting, doing moves and stuff like that. So I'm interested. Oh yeah, this I'm big stoked for.
The Quarry?
No, it's
Until
from the
Dawn?
makers of The Quarry and Until Dawn. This is their new Dark Pictures one for the season 2.
Oh, it's super massive.
Yeah, the first one of season 2. It's called like I don't know what it's called. Something Initiative 8020 or something like that. But it's a space horror story game, I guess. I don't know if you can call it anything but that. I mean, there is technically action bits in it, but it's like almost just quick time eventy. So, but
a little QTE in your game.
Yeah, I like horror in space. It's a favorite genre of mine. It uses a lot of the character models from the other games. As I'm watching, I'm like, oh, she was in Man of Medan. He was in the Man of Medan as well. She was in she played this character in all the games. So it's pretty interesting to see how they repurpose them. They don't always use the actor's actual voice either. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they'll have different voice actors doing them. They just use the model. But it's pretty interesting. So far, the one thing that's going to be very interesting about this, I don't know how far along they were, but the guy, I don't know.
He's on fire.
I know you saw a little bit of me playing some of these, but not very much.
No.
But the whole thing of these is you're playing the characters, and then in between like chapters, there's like this guy called the curator, and he's like the guy that would tell the story and you play it or whatever. The guy that played the curator died.
Oh.
So it's like, did they record his voice before he died, or are they going to have a sound alike AI? Like, what's going to happen with that guy? So,
yeah, right. I mean, AI is probably a good choice.
Yeah, assuming they get
whatever.
Well, assuming they get the rights from the state or the estate or whatever. So I'm excited for
Fazbear Entertainment.
Freddy Fazbear. This looks like one of the more interesting games in this franchise that I've seen.
A free roaming?
Yeah, it looks more like a horror like adventure. I don't really like the whole like timed sort of time pressure gameplay that seems to be prevalent in most of these games.
Yeah.
I just don't like that pressure really.
No.
Even in like Persona. It's like, why do they give me limited time? Like, I can miss stuff if I don't do it on the right time and stuff like that. Or like Dead Rising. The first Dead Rising where like if things happen and if you don't do it, it's just whatever. Excuse me, I don't like that. I did did I get all the achievements in Dead Rising? No, I didn't, but I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because there's one achievement in Dead Rising, you have to survive like for 72 in-game hours or something like that. Without dying or saving or reloading. You have to play it straight. It takes like 16 hours. That's the only way to do it.
It's all real time.
Yeah. Well, not exactly real time, but I don't remember what this game was called, but this has a very interesting art style. It's like a first person. They call it you're not going to see it here, but they called it a cozy horror game.
A cozy horror
I'm like,
game.
what the hell does that mean? That's the
right?
opposite of what I think of when I think of horror as cozy. But they did claim, then they're like, this is a completely claymation game. But then I'm like, it's first person. How is it completely claymation? Like, did they do the claymation model and scan it in a scanner to get it 3D?
Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, you're going to see them strafing around these. It's first person. Like, how are they going to be, doing that unless they just 3D scanned the model after they changed it? Or maybe they just made one little maquette and they scanned it and then they animated it. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
The art style is very much of the Tim Burton.
Very much Tim Burton.
Tim Burton-esque. Like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Very much so. Heavily inspired, I would say, but could be interesting anyways.
Looks like Tim Burton-y Psychonauts-y.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I never thought of the Psychonauts, but yeah. Even maybe a little Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Or Abe's Exodus, whatever those Abe's games are.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the Midnight Walk. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm
May 8th.
If it comes out on like Game Pass, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But May 8th. Yeah.
Fucked up.
Why?
Should have been May 4th.
Nah, it's some shit Star Wars will come out on that day. Can't be March 10th either.
No?
No. It's Mario Day.
Oh, Mario Day.
Darwin's Paradox. This is like a adventure puzzle game where you're like a little octopus guy. I mean, I guess he's only got like 4 legs, so I guess he's crippled or something like that. It's like a
Does he only have 4?
looked like it.
Well, he's got.
He doesn't
more
have
than 4.
8. I don't think. 1,
No, he's
2,
got
3,
6.
6, and maybe the 2 little ones he has on it by his ears are considered to be the other ones. But yeah, it looks like a little interesting sort of puzzle and action platformer. Could be cool. Oh, speaking of who gives a fuck,
Infinite hell awaits
Dynasty Warriors.
in the Warrior's Abyss.
I remember like it's just like, yeah, I killed 1,000 guys. What fun was that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't really appeal to me, really.
Very little replay value in these.
I mean, I guess you could play as different characters. It's like, now I'll be Nobunaga instead of this guy. Dude, how you say there's no replayability? There's 16 billion combat styles.
Wow, 16 billion combat styles.
That's crazy.
How do you get 16 billion combat styles?
Well, I think you have your different characters on field with you.
Uh-huh.
So there's probably like 60 different like legendary heroes. So it's like, well, of course, if you have Nobunaga and like one other guy with you, that's one style. But if you switch out Nobunaga and give him a spear, that's another style. So I was like, oh, Onimusha 2 HD? Like, that's pretty cool. I've never played Onimusha 2, and it looks really good. And they say they've like, upgraded the controls and everything like that.
Mm-hmm,
I was like, that's cool. Have you ever played Onimusha?
No.
No?
I've seen people play Onimusha.
Yeah. So I was like,
That's it.
oh, interesting. And then I was like, wait, it's coming to PS4? Not PS5?
What the fuck?
So I don't know if that just means it's PS4 and it's backwards compatible and there's no PS5 version. But I was just like, if it's only playable on PS4, like, what the hell?
What the hell is that? That's wild, dude. That's a wild time.
Yeah. And then they have the new Onimusha that's coming out that looks pretty interesting.
This was captured on PC,
Yes.
so you know.
I know.
Don't get your expectations up.
It's on a 4090 with 3,000 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
It looks interesting. We're not going to hear it in the in this video, obviously, because we're just watching the video. But
No audio.
there's a bit of like comedy to this here. Maybe you'll be able to tell when the comedy bit happens. But I don't know if this is supposed to be real time or a cutscene. It didn't say. It just said captured on PC. So, but it looks more to be like almost when he starts fighting, maybe more Souls-like, or maybe not even Souls-like. Maybe it's more like. Do you remember what was that sword game on the PS1 from Square Enix that was like super hardcore?
Sword game?
It was from Square Enix or Square, and Bushido Blade. Do you remember Bushido Blade?
Yeah.
Where it seemed like very much like one false move and you're kind of screwed. It kind of looked like that to me. So that was the little comedy bit.
I'll bring as many friends as I want.
Yeah.
No, not good.
Yeah, exactly.
So like Neo.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm interested in it. I don't know. Maybe again if this comes to Xbox and it's like on Game Pass or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, it's very much like Neo.
Yeah. I've never played Neo. Oh yeah, you played Neo.
Yeah.
You Chad. The other thing too with back to Yakuza, my plan was to get it because it comes out like this week, tomorrow or whatever. But then I was just like, maybe I won't get it right now. Like maybe I just do Cyberpunk now that I'm playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah, do Cyberpunk. You haven't finished it yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, no.
So
You gotta play through Cyberpunk.
I don't know. I want to play Pirate Yakuza, but I don't know. Anyways,
You gotta play Cyberpunk.
oh yeah, I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, it's stuck to me this time. We'll talk about it more after this show here.
After this Metal Gear Solid
Yeah, which one is
Snake.
this? Do you know which one this is?
3.
Actually, I think that
No, this is 1. This is Metal Gear Solid.
It's not 1, no.
This
But I
looks
think
like-
you were right when you said 3. Because I'm pretty sure Metal Gear Solid 3 is Snake Eater. And this is Snake Eater.
Oh.
Yeah. I think 3 is Snake Eater. Anyways, I don't know why they decided to do Snake Eater. Probably because it's the easiest one to do. It was like the first like 3D one. Like
Yeah.
1 and 2 are technically 3D, but they're like
Technically.
top down,
Yeah.
you know, with
Whoa, what's
very
that guy's eyeball?
few. That was Sniper. I don't remember what his name is. I like know so much about this game and I've never played it. That sniper guy, I don't know if they'll keep it in this game, but like if you save when you're in the fight with him and then come back 2 weeks later, he'll die in game because he's so old. So you can just like outlive him by not playing the game. That's kind of a meta thing that Kojima always does in his games. Well, you know that from Death Stranding and all that sort of stuff.
There's the Metal Gear.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, Snake Eater. This one was very its big thing was the camo system. You're supposed to change your camo all the time, so you blend in. It's tactical espionage action.
Ooh,
I don't know if you knew that.
I kind of knew that.
Yeah. So I've never played a Metal Gear since Metal Gear Solid.
He's blended in.
Who's hiding back there?
It's Astrobot.
No,
Oh,
Ape Escape.
Ape Escape. Look at that butt smacking action.
So I don't know what that was all about, because I'm pretty sure, I don't think Ape Escape was Konami. I thought it was Sony first party, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Suddenly there was an Ape Escape in Metal Gear.
Yeah, so. Oh, maybe it was from Konami. I can't remember. If I'm not mistaken, this one is called Hell Is Us, I think. And it kind of looks like a post-apocalyptic shooter, sort of, but it looked very interesting. It's kind of like the classic, you know, the world's fucked. At first I thought it was like a Destiny expansion because it's like a Destiny prequel kind of, because he's like walking around with a little drone and stuff like that. And he's wearing like a cape. So I was like, oh my god, is this some Destiny type bullshit? But then it's like I don't know what's going on in this thing, but it looks intriguing anyways.
It definitely does look intriguing.
Just sort of mysterious, like, you know, what's happened in this world and who are we going to find and all that sort of stuff. That guy's got crazy hairdo. But yeah, like that sort of like white, when those ghostly looking guys were there, that sort of reminded me a bit of Death Stranding a bit. With some of the weird BT stuff. So maybe it's like a Death Stranding like. When are we gonna see a Death Stranding like? I will say there was no Death Stranding in this.
No?
No, I was hoping for some more
Death Stranding 2 action?
Yeah. So I'm ready for that one for sure.
Hell Is Us, after all.
Yeah. This I'm really excited for. This is the Lies of P DLC. I love that game. It was so good. And they're finally showing off what is the deal with it.
What is the deal with the P?
You know what? We don't know. They don't show they show like fights and everything like that. A couple new weapons, but they don't tell you anything about like, say, progression in the game. Like, are you just leveling up more? Is it expanding the little, I don't even remember what it's called, but there's a system where you would inject like these core things and you could choose your like upgrades. So they're just expanding that, or you're going the Elden Ring route where there's a totally new level up type deal in the expansion. Because in Elden Ring, you still level up with runes and everything, but your power doesn't go up enough to fight the new bosses. You have to get these other items that like exponentially increase your strength, basically. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, there was no bow in the first game. This looks like a claw. I don't remember there being claws. So, this game had a cool system where you could combine weapons. You could take them apart, and each weapon had a handle and a blade, and different handles did different, like, sort of ultimate abilities or like special abilities. But you could put, like, say you had a fast handle, you could put it on a heavy blade, and then you'd have like the heavy attack, but like a fast handle attack. So it was interesting anyways. I can't remember this one called, but very cool art style with this one.
So much Boken.
It's a game by Bion. It's like a shooter, but it's about building stuff with your gun rather than destroying it. Like as you shoot stuff, it becomes more clear or something like that. Very cool art style. Like it's like kind of what you would, I don't know, like the character animation models, like how you remember a PlayStation 1 game, kind of.
Yeah.
It's definitely
all just like weird dots and stuff.
Yeah, it's like what's that style of graphics called when it's all made of dots like that?
I don't know.
But it looks like it could be interesting, but it's not one I would buy. It's another one. It's like, yeah, if this was on Game Pass, I'd probably play it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's getting harder and harder to buy a game when it's like, it could be on Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Though I do buy some games, but not very often.
Dreams of another.
Yeah. So, it's like, I don't know, an event. I don't know, what do you call it?
Yeah,
it's not a
weird.
walking sim, really,
It's
but
very hard to pinpoint that one down.
VR2, PSVR2. You gonna pick up a PSVR2 or no? No? Why not? Oh, you spoiled your Days Gone Remastered reveal.
Such a travesty.
I know. So I'm kind of surprised they're doing this, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, maybe the reason they're doing this is because they always said Days Gone underperformed.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like...
Ooh, enhanced photo mode.
Exactly. Big deal. This came out at the same time as Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, Sony was like, one of these games is going to get greenlit for a sequel, depending on the performance. And obviously, Horizon performed better. Yeah. This is an interesting game, pretty fun, but yeah, remaster. And then it says like, and if you want to get it, it'll be just a $10 upgrade if you already have the game. It's like, oh, sweet, I have the game. But then they're like, no, that was with PlayStation Plus. That doesn't count. So you cannot get the upgrade. It's like, why did they do it like that? Microsoft did be like, yeah, you can get it if it's on Game Pass, which they just did actually with Avowed. Avowed's on Game Pass, and they had a thing you could play 5 days early if you got like the expensive version or whatever, and it costs like $120. But if you have Game Pass, you could just buy the upgrade for $20 and play 5 days early.
Nice.
I was almost gonna do it, but then I watched an IGN review and I was like, I'll wait. They don't need extra money from me.
This looks like a Kirby game.
Yeah, this is called something like The Lost Tapes, Blood and Rage, or Roses and Rage, or something like that. We've seen a trailer for this before. You said the exact same thing when we saw it the other time. Yeah, this is from Don't Nod, I think, and it's Bloom and Rage. And it takes place in the 90s, and it's got like the 90s. I remember when we saw the video. It has a 90s soundtrack. And it'll be good. I'll be playing that for sure. That's one I'll probably buy. Oh, and this is an interesting looking one. They call this like an architectural puzzle game. So it's like about shifting around the building to do things or whatever. And it's got a kind of interesting art style, you know?
Oh, cool.
So I'm interested in this one. Another one where it'll be like, if that's on Game Pass... I mean, it's coming to the PlayStation Plus catalog, so if I wanted to, I could play it there, I guess, but I don't want to rat hand it. So I probably won't. This looked like another goddamn this is a survival crafting game. But I was like, this just looks like, I don't know, what's those terrible looking games that have come out recently that are like, you're investigating a monster.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one that's when look like your little Among Us guys in the suits? You got to get in the little boat or submarine. People were playing it like crazy.
In the submarine?
I think so. I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know what that one is.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what that one is.
I can't remember what it's called. Classics catalog.
Armored Core.
Yep. Triple Armored Core.
Ooh.
And Patapon 3.
Triple Armored Core, Patapon 3.
I don't know why they just don't let you buy those a la carte. But
captured on PS5 Pro.
Yeah. I can't remember what this is, actually. It looks interesting. Oh, this is another stylish action game. That's what it is. Yeah. Look at her. She's transforming like Bayonetta.
She is. Not enough hair, though, for Bayonetta.
No, exactly.
Oh, blue eyes.
Yeah.
But they're all...
White Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, this is another stylish action game. Except this time it's a girl, not a guy. And another one I will not play. But it looks... I mean, graphics look good. Pretty much everything we've seen here looks good. It's getting... diminishing returns on graphics stuff now.
Yeah.
So now every game looks good.
To like the old school.
I have noticed that recently with a lot of like games. It'll be like the characters look like cartoony because it's like every game looks photorealistic almost now. So they'll have like big, I don't know, it's hard to describe, long face, arching eyebrow, sort of like, I don't know, what would you call it? Wallace and Gromit style look? I don't know. Is that what I'm trying to say?
That might be what you're trying to say.
I can't think of all the different styles, but yeah, look how stylish this is.
I mean, this looks like any game ever.
Any game ever?
Any game
Yeah,
ever.
pretty
it
much.
just looks generic as fuck.
I mean, technically it looks impressive. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, okay, you dodged, you swung your sword, you're a character, you have a magic attack. Oh, it's homing in on me. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't know how they do these state of plays, if Sony's like blesses them and says, hey, we're going to put your game on it, or you have to pay to be on it.
Yeah.
I would assume it's probably Sony saying, giving the like golden touch to them and being like, we're going to demo or show off your game.
Tides of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Wishlist now.
And another generic ass name. So, I don't know. Maybe the store is really good.
Maybe.
I don't know. Ooh, spooky. What is this one? I don't even remember this. What was this? Oh. No, it's a fast-paced shooter. FPS shooter. Yeah, what was the deal with this one? I don't know. I don't really like this style of shooter. Though Cyberpunk is kind of turning into this right now at my point.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like I have to move so fast, or the enemies have to move so fast. Like a lot of dodging and dashing just because everything moves so quick. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that first-person gameplay. Quake's like Quake Arena style, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like it too much. I thought I saw the Destiny logo in this trailer as well, so I was like, oh no, Destiny? That's actually surprising, no Destiny.
No, Destiny's done.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they're Sony-owned franchise now. You think they would try to do something to get people to play it. Metal Eden. Yeah, I'm not going to wish list that either.
No.
Deep
No
Silver
point
game.
wishlisting that.
Yeah, Deep Silver
Deep
classic.
Silver, though.
I mean, I guess they could publish something good, but...
Build a Rocket Boy?
What is this? I don't remember this. Build a Rocket Boy. Maybe that's the name of the company, I guess?
That's the name of the company, because this doesn't look anything like a game that would be called Build a Rocket Boy.
Oh, this was a bit interesting, actually. I remember this now.
That guy didn't have any plastic on his eye frames.
It kind of looks like it's a story game, not actually a shooter. I think they're debating us by showing this shooter stuff. It's like, oh, I know what this was. It is a shooter. It looks like it's an open world sort of cyberpunk like game.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show some driving around in a bit here. It kind of reminded me like Detroit Become Human. But yeah, you see, like GTA-ish, cyberpunk-ish, maybe. This could be interesting. I don't know. They don't actually say it's open world anywhere in the like trailer or anything. Mm-hmm. So it could be like, did you ever play The Getaway on PS2?
No.
The Getaway was like a game that was like, oh, this is going to be the next GTA thing. And it was sort of open world, but not really. It was open world, and then you could drive around and you could get to like the mission, but they were mission based. So it was like, you could only drive around this little section of the city to do your mission. And you were kind of like locked away from going like wherever the fuck you wanted. So don't skip over there. Jeez Louise, this is going to be the big one. I mean, you're not going to be able to hear what they say, but this is the one that Mikey T is going to be like, oh, this one. Okay.
Oh, this one.
Well, you're going to be like, well, maybe you won't because there's no sound, but maybe by the logos of the developer, maybe you'll be like, wait a minute.
But it's still this game.
Well, after this one.
Build a Rocket Boy.
After this one.
I want to play the game called Build a Rocket Boy.
That's called Astro Boy. It's called Astro Boy.
So this kind of looks generic.
It could. Well, the story could be interesting though, if it's some sort of cool cyberpunk like esque story. I like the story of cyberpunk and what it's going, because there's a lot of interesting things going on. So, and I mean, honestly, the driving around and adventuring in Night City is not that good in cyberpunk, in my opinion. You can disagree if you'd like. But it's just like, yeah, okay, there's a lot of people walking around and I can drive around, but there's like nothing really going on.
No, you got to make your stuff go on.
Well, I do. I'll see guys and then I will pull out my shotgun and blow them away and stuff like that. So that part's good, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, and the gunplay's not that good either in that game.
That's why I'm using a shotgun. So far, that's been the best time I've had is using a shotgun. PlayStation Studios, so first party, yeah, owned company to Sony. Maybe you'll recognize some stuff going on in here as we get going into.
There's a lot of talking happening right now.
Okay.
Oh, not actual gameplay.
No, it's not actual gameplay.
We're getting debated.
Yep. There's a voice speaking right now that maybe you would recognize, possibly. I don't know if you recognize the face on this gentleman.
I don't.
Okay. I think you've seen his face many times. Perhaps in some sort of YouTube videos that you might have watched in the past.
Perhaps.
Perhaps in shows on TV and whatever.
Yeah, perhaps.
I don't know what the name of those guys that he used to game with were, but they all became wieners.
Yes.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm thinking you're talking about Funhouse.
Yes, and they were all wieners. This is Rahul.
Rahul, yeah.
Yeah. So, this sort of, he's talking about like...
We'll go back to that too.
Oh, yeah?
All the wieners. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, okay. He's talking about like, you know, how they have to try again and sort of like what's going to happen this time or whatever. And there's a baddie, of course.
A big baddie. Oh, he's got a side-by-side now and over and under.
Yeah. And then there's a billion bullets coming at him.
Okay, yep. Billion bullets seems accurate.
It's called Saros.
Saros.
And it's from which company? Are they going to show it? Maybe they're not going to show it. Housemarque. Housemarque, makers of
that game where you're in space and you repeat things.
Returnal?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, exactly. So you see it said come back stronger. Basically, well, we're going to see the guy. We're not going to hear him. But he talks about how they're taking all the lessons they've learned from their other games, like Returnal, to make their newest game called Saros. So it's going to be of the same sort of style-esque as Returnal. So I was like, oh, I liked Returnal. I haven't beat it yet, but I didn't like the Returnal. So
yes, indeed. I haven't bought it on PC yet, so
nope. You don't have time to do that.
Don't have time to do anything.
No time for the gaming, anyways. But this was the closeout part of the show.
Yeah.
The last thing was Housemarque's Saros. George Saros. I believe he controls all the money in the world.
Yes.
George Saros. But yeah, there's some interesting things, and then some stuff like Who Gives a Fuck About, i.e.
definitely.
Borderlands.
Yes.
Wiener Boys. Talk about them.
Whoa, best viewers, remove the space.
I already banned them.
Yeah, ban them.
Yeah.
I was, sitting on the couch doing nothing.
Okay.
And then they were like, you should watch this show. It's called Demo Disc.
Demo Disc, okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'll give these guys a go.
Okay.
And I watched it and I was like, oh, man, you can't, how do you, like, this is 10 years ago that the Funhouse was rocking with these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't say anything like these guys were saying 10 years ago. This is wild.
Oh, it was old?
Oh, yeah, super old, like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
I thought you were saying it was like a new thing they were trying to do.
No, watching Adam Kovic, Bruce Green, and...
Bruce Green, he disappeared. That's right.
Oh, no, he's still around.
Oh, is he?
Still around. He's playing games with C Nanners and Joe Chaos and Gassy Mexican, those guys. So he still plays games with those guys. And, yeah, watching Demo Disc, I was like, holy man, how do you even say any of these things anymore that they're saying? They're just being sexist and racist and all kinds of craziness. And like, holy Christ.
Yeah, times have changed for sure.
Oh, yeah, times have totally changed. That was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a whole hell of a long time ago. But man, I was like, oh my God.
It's like a lifetime ago.
A total lifetime ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go on Rule 34 and try and find all the Rule 34 for all the games they played, the demos that they played.
I know that's what DSP's excuse is all the time. It's like, that's ancient history. Like when he like did his whole like Dead Space 2 killing all the certain people in space. He's the last Nazi in space, killing all the people or whatever. And he's like, that's old DSP. That's not me anymore. I can't be held accountable for what I said in the past.
So I was looking up, seeing what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
I know what Bruce is doing because he's been doing it. Lawrence also. Both of them are streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
And then Adam, couldn't find anything on Adam. I know he was trying to reboot his career, but I think everything just, he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He's got to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then James Willems and Elise Willems, who are the creative directors at Funhouse before Funhouse shut down. They're doing just like comedy shows now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing stand-up. They're doing like panel shows and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just like live stage stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
Interesting. Was Bruce Green the one that got canceled live doing like commentary for like League of Legends or something like that? I remember someone... Well, who was it? There was some. I'm gonna see here.
I don't think so. Anyway,
there was someone who was like doing co-streaming with like Carnage, I think, and he was like they were doing side by side. They went to a break, and then when they came back, he was gone, and was with his son. Like one of his kids was on the show instead of him.
I doubt it would have been Bruce.
I can't remember, but I remember that vividly because it was just like, what the heck happened?
Bruce has been pretty squeaky.
I think it was him. He was like cheating on his wife or something like that.
Is there a Bruce Green controversy?
I don't know. I'll have to Google it up a bit here, but maybe he didn't get canceled. But yeah, someone was canceled with Carnage when they were on stream together, and it was funny because you could see the guy. They were like, he could see him on his phone. It was kind of like a Dr. Disrespect moment.
Yeah.
Where, he's like realizing shit's going down as he's like live on this thing and is sort of looking at his phone. And then he's like, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Bruce Green has he's got a 4.6 on Google rating.
Oh, really? He's gotten how many reviews?
19.
Wow, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I'd have to look into it. Maybe it wasn't Bruce Green, but I thought it was him anyways. No big deal anyways. Yeah. Could be just left Funhouse for whatever.
Oh, yeah, he left Funhouse when everything was going down.
Yeah.
With Adam.
Yeah.
Adam and, who's that other guy from Achievement Hunter?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Oh, they're rebooting Rooster Teeth.
Are they?
Yeah, the guy who started it bought it back from
Bernie Burns?
I think so. They did a whole trailer thing where he walked into a studio and was like, "I'm back, everybody! I got the milk." And the studio was like empty. And then he's like, "Where did everybody go?" I think it was the guy who started it. I can't remember.
I don't know if Bernie Burns was the guy who started it.
Yeah, I saw the little trailer.
But I know he was one of the biggest. Where he had the most power. 1 week ago, Bernie Burns has officially acquired Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
So he bought it back. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bernie Burns knows a little thing about something,
Yeah, it says here, acquired the Rooster Teeth brand and some of his remaining intellectual property through his company Box Canyon Productions. Some Rooster Teeth productions are set to return alongside a reimagining of Burns' first film, The Schedule, and a new audio adventure called Again. So, yeah. Interesting anyways.
Make Funhouse great again.
Yeah, I guess so. I only ever watched like Achievement Hunters videos back when they were new, like when they first started. But I never was a fan of because they did the Red versus Blue, right?
Yeah.
I never was a fan of that. I just thought it was not that funny. I remember people I knew would be like, "Oh, it's so funny. I bought the DVD." And I was like, "Really? You bought the DVD of it?"
Oh, yeah. I always thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was entertaining, but I didn't think it was that funny. I don't know. I think that's part of my problem besides, well, maybe it's, I don't know. I know for me, doing content creation, stuff like that, I have a muted sense of humor. I don't know if that's true either. I just don't laugh that often and stuff. I find funny, but when I look doing stuff for myself, it'd be like, it's not going to be as good as I would want it to be. So why bother?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Too critical.
I think so. And I think I just need to do it.
Yes.
Because I'll see stuff and be like, I could do better than that. And I
Yeah.
could do better than that. But they just do it, whereas I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Just got to put yourself out there.
I know.
Get it happening.
I know. But that's just self-critical. Like, oh, it's not going to be perfect, then why bother? So, anyways, do I have a muted sense of humor?
Maybe a little.
You think so?
Maybe a little. Not
I don't
overly
know.
though.
I just don't. I guess I don't know. My bar for humor is higher. I guess I don't know. There's a lot of times I'll see stuff and people will be like, "Oh, laughing so hard about it." I'll be like, "That was not funny at all." I don't know. I guess it's just everybody has a different sense of humor.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
definitely different sense of humor.
I played some games.
Yes.
Did you play any games?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll do some other talk before game talk. Maybe
Sounds good.
Or should we go to game talk right now?
I don't know.
We were on game talk already.
We are already on Game Talk, so let's talk about games.
I played some games. I was on the couch for my vacation time, so
Yep.
my goal is to be beating more games that I've started.
Uh-huh.
So I did play a lot of games where I play it like once or twice and then sort of fall off of it.
Yeah.
My main goal was to beat Infinite Wealth. Yakuza Pirate. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Because the new one's coming out this week, whatever. And I did beat it.
Very good.
I was very far along in it.
Yeah.
Like before I got
Oh,
distracted by First Ascendant and Genshin Impact. So it was only like 2 chapters. So I played it for like 6 or 8 hours and I beat it. And I was already high enough level. I didn't have to do any grinding.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of toughness to it. When I did a bunch of dungeoneering with because it sort of splits the game in half. Like it's technically the story of like Kasuga Ichiban.
Yeah.
And his adventures in Hawaii. But like halfway through the game, it also becomes Kiryu's story, like of him like, hey, I'm going to die. I'm also part of this story helping you, but I also have to reminisce about my life since I have cancer.
Yeah.
So you get split up and half of the crew is in Japan and half the crew's in Hawaii. And I did a bunch of dungeoneering in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So my jobs on those characters, because the way the game works is you have your main, I'm Kasuga Ichiban.
Yeah.
I level up.
Yeah.
But then every job levels up as well. And there's like 10 or 15 jobs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you level up a job, well, not every time, but some levels, you'll get a bonus to your main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like, oh, I leveled up and I got more health, more attack, more defense, whatever. So I did all this dungeoneering on the Kasuga side, and I leveled up all these jobs to like level 30 that had all these stats, but I didn't do it on the Japan side. They were still like level 40 or 50.
Yeah.
But they only had like one job at level 30, so they didn't have all these extra stats. So when it got to the part of the end of the game where we had to like split up and we each had to fight our own boss, doing it as the Kasuga team, easy, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then doing it as Kiryu, I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to use all my items and I have to heal and like all this shit, right? I did do it. I didn't die, but it was like, it took way, way, way longer to do.
Yeah.
And I had to like heal every round and like, it was pretty crazy that way. Also, I didn't have good jobs. I sent in Kiryu and he's like a chef, beating people with his ladle and stuff like that. So it wasn't that good that way. But I beat it and the story was good. Kasuga's story was good. The story was like, of course, I don't know how, if you're playing it, you wouldn't realize. Like, it's called Infinite Wealth, but it's about the wealth of friendship that they have, is becoming good pals and everything like that. And then Kiryu's redemption was good. But the thing with the redemption, not redemption, but his like, what do you call it? Like reminiscing. Mm-hmm. Is that you'll go and it'll be like, oh, there's a reminisce that you go there. But then it's like a spoiler to the other games that I've never played, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be looking at it and I'll be like, oh, Haruka has a kid in one of the games. Like in Kiwame, she's like 6.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, she has a kid sometime. And then like some of them were good. You'd go and you'd be like, oh, I remember this from Yakuza 0. Like whatever. You go to the Millennium Tower and there's a thing about the Millennium Tower or whatever. So it was cool that way, but it was also like, oh shit, I can't really do these because I don't know what's going on. So I think maybe what I'll do is like once I sort of work through the other Yakuzas, I'll replay Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Because I do want to play it more. I liked it a lot and I like all the stuff in it is just there's so much content. Oh my God. The game is so full of content. Like I never completed Dondoku Island. Mm-hmm. I never completed the Sujimon League. Like I never got all the Aloha links. Like there's just all this shit that I never did because there's just so much in there. And I played for like 80 hours. It's crazy, right? But leading into that is Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which comes out this week. And there's a lot of things not in it from Infinite Wealth.
Mhm.
Like the map is there, same map or whatever. But there's no Sujimon collecting like I think there is. I don't think there's Dondoku Island. But they have the Aloha links, which is just a thing where you run around and you'll see someone with a little thing over their head and you'll like say Aloha and they'll become your friend or whatever.
Aloha links, yes.
But I think they've changed out, like there's no Dondoku Island, but you have your like pirate base, I think, where you build your pirate ship and all that stuff.
Go pirateering.
Yeah. And there's like a pirate arena you can go fight in. There's a whole new area called Madlantis where the pirates all meet up and you fight and everything like that. So the demo was good, and I was like, I'm going to get it. But then I was like, man, there's so many other games that I've never played through. Like, am I going to go and do this right now, or do I wait till it's on sale? Like, does it matter if I play it day one? Like, I mean, I would like to play it, and I mean, I think...
It matters for your streaming stats.
I mean, but does it, though? Like, is anyone going to be, oh my god, he's playing, like, Infinite Wealth or Pirate Yakuza?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you get one new best friend viewer.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. But, I mean, whatever, right?
Yeah.
If that was the case, then I'd just be playing Genshin Impact every day.
Yeah.
You know? Which maybe I should be doing. I don't know. But yeah, the demo was good, but I just like the turn-based Yakuza more than the beat-em-up style.
Beat-em-up, yeah.
Like, it has the heat maneuvers and all that stuff, but I just really like the Infinite Wealth sort of fighting stuff. So, anyways, I also played and beat the Callisto Protocol.
Yes. Which
is not a good game. It was like the Dead...
I've heard it's not good.
It's like the Dead Space one.
Yeah.
But bad. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, you know what? You know what the most fun part about that game was? The shooting of the guns. Let's put that to the side. Let's do melee. Let's get them to beat people to death.
That sounds awful.
You can still shoot and get guns and everything like that, but the majority of the things you're supposed to be hitting them with your little fucking cricket bat. But they added a new mode called Dismemberment mode, which makes it more like Dead Space, where you're like shooting limbs off and stuff, which was like the funnest thing in Dead Space.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like getting the fucking whatever it's called, the engineering gun, and then like turning the
turning it so you could slice the limbs off properly. Yeah, that was one of the best parts of Dead Space.
They added this Dismemberment mode, so that's how I beat it. But they don't tell you anywhere in this new mode that like, hey, if you play it on this mode, you don't get any achievements. So I have achievements turned off because when I'm recording, I don't want the pop-up to come up or whatever. So I beat it and I was like, what did I get? I didn't earn a single achievement.
Wow.
Like, not even one for like killing 50 enemies. So it's like, oh fuck, okay, whatever. So then I was like, well, I'm not going to play through it again immediately. But today, before you picked me up, I was like, let me just fire it up and see how it plays.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god, it's so bad. That's so bad. So... And there's like the jump scares are bad in the game. They reuse the same ones over and over. You know how in like Dead Space there'll be the occasional one where it'll be, I can't think of the exact ones, but there'll be like those ones where the little spitter thing will attack you. Oh, sneeze.
Yep. Double.
Oh my god, excuse me. But they'll do it like occasionally. In this, there's these little things where a head squirts out of a thing and grabs you and pulls you across the room, and it happens like 10 times. And it's like by the second or third time you're like, that's not scary, it's just annoying, because you can sometimes see them and shoot them so that, but sometimes they're around the corner, you can never see them and they just grab you, and it's just like you don't take any damage, it's just annoying. And the same thing, like you're playing through the game, you get like 3/4 of the way through and there's a box, not even 3/4, like a third of the way through, treasure box, you open it, oh, there's a monster, and it jumps on you, and oh god, he got me, right? By the end of the game, every box does that.
Every box is a monster.
And it's just like, okay, get this out of the way, have the thing attack me.
Yeah.
And it does.
That's lame.
Yeah.
That's lame.
But the graphics are interesting, the story is whatever. I mean, some of the actors in it are cool, like it has Sam Witwer in it. He's in a lot of video game stuff, he's cool. It has the girl from, I don't know her real name, but from The Boys, Kamiko, she's in it.
Yeah.
And then the main character is an actor, I can't think of his name. He's famous or whatever. So it was just like meh.
Yeah.
But I beat
I've
it.
heard it's meh.
So I can put it away forever.
Good.
Unless I want to get some achievements.
Yep.
I played Unpacking.
Unpacking.
Do you know unpacking?
I think I know unpacking.
It's when you're in the house and there's boxes and you got to put stuff away.
Yep. Sounds like a cool game.
I was just looking for something that I could play one night, beat, and then you know, whatever. It tells a story through the gameplay. You don't really. There's a little bit of story in between, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly told through, you'll open a box and be like, oh, there's a lot of. Well, at first you're like, you're just a child.
Yeah.
You're in the kids' room.
Yeah.
But then you start moving into your like first apartment. It's like, oh, I'm unpacking tampons, so I must be female. And then it'll be like, oh, I'm unpacking, like I'm moving into someone's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell that it's a guy's apartment I'm moving into because it's just the decor and like whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I'm moving back in with my folks, but something must be wrong with me because I'm unpacking a cane now.
No, interesting.
And there's like pain pills or whatever. Yeah. And then you're unpacking again. It's like, oh, I'm unpacking into someone else's house, but it's all women's clothes. So now I'm a lesbian. So it's kind of like storytelling through that. And there's no real like end story, really. It's just sort of like you unpack into your last house and that's the end of it.
Huh, interesting.
We're expecting a kid. There's like a, you know, kid's room with a crib in it and I'm unpacking kids' toys and stuff. So it doesn't really tell you like there's no like, oh, your wife dies or whatever. And I'm unpacking her ashes in my next house. It doesn't get that far, you know, but it was interesting.
Unpacking her ashes.
Yeah. Her urn. There's some interesting achievements where you'll have no idea and you'll just do something. It'll be an achievement and be like, what did I do? And be like, oh, you put the tiger next to the bear. Oh, and there's one that I was like, this has to be an achievement, right? So I'm unpacking in the kitchen and there's all these fridge magnets. Yeah. Like there's a strawberry and a poo and whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like you pull out a 2, a plus, a 1, a 3. And there's all these numbers. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, I bet you if I put down an equation that equals something, I'll get an achievement. Yeah. So I put them on the fridge in this order and it's like, yeah, I got an achievement. So it was a pretty fun little game anyways. Nice time waster.
Nice.
A little bit annoying that they put the boxes wherever the fuck they wanted. The mover's not too good.
Yeah.
I labeled it clearly kitchen, but it's in the bedroom. So then I'll unpack a coffee pot and I got to scroll over to the kitchen and put it away in the kitchen. Yeah.
These movers.
Yeah, it sucks. And I can tell like I totally was just unpacking it to be like, okay, let me clear the level. Mm-hmm. So it'll be like, the plates can go behind the cups, you know, it doesn't matter if I can't reach them. And I could tell, I know that people would play it and be like, oh my God, that's not where the plates go. You don't put the coffee pot there. It's blocking out the other pot, you know, so it was pretty interesting. That's though, anyways. And then Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Cyberpunk. We were trying to find a game to play and I was scrolling through my listing of all the games and, you know, I didn't want to start something new. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what do I want to play? And Heck came into the chat and was like, Cyberpunk, you got to play Cyberpunk. Like, I've tried Cyberpunk like 4 times and it's never stuck. I'm like, I guess I can try it again, but I mean, it's literally been like 4 times I've tried it. I've never been able to get into it, right? It's like, how far did you get? I'm like, well, I made it till I met Johnny Silverhand, a little bit after that or whatever. That's the farthest I ever made it. He's like, well, Cyberpunk's a good game. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Not wrong. It's a good game.
So I don't know if it's because I tried to I didn't try, but I just sort of ended up playing a different style than I have before or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this time it's stuck. It's stuck for me. I've played like, I don't know, 18 hours now or something like that, which is like more than the total of any time I've tried before.
Yeah.
And I'm level 20, something like that. I've done a bunch of missions. I'm on my way to, what am I doing? I'm trying to get on the float. Do you remember the float through Japantown?
Yep. The float through Japantown. Yep.
So I'm trying to do that right now, and I'm working with a Nakamura, I think his name is, to do that. And I had to help Pan Am. Mm-hmm. If I help Pan Am, she'd help me catch the guy on the Kung Lao transport. We shot it down over the desert. All these crazy set pieces that as soon as you say, like, remember when we blew up the power plant? Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Pan Am, eh?
Yep.
Pan Am.
But I'm female, not male.
I know.
So she will not enjoy my company.
Nope.
No.
I tried very hard.
I know the spoilers. She ain't gay. She likes you, but not in that way.
No.
But I have it on streamer mode, so it'll be like, oh, there's a Joy toy. I'll go with this Joy toy. And it's just like all the animations are there except they're wearing clothes, but all the groaning's there. And it's like, what's happening right now? Like, what's going on? Why are my legs up like this? So it's pretty interesting. But I'm anti-corpo. I'm going to try to fuck over the corpos as much as possible because fuck the corpos. Me and Johnny Silverhand are on the same page that way. But I did take Meredith back to the old no-tell motel.
Yeah.
Meredith is, I don't know if you remember, you have to go, when you're getting the flathead near the start, you can go talk to the corpo lady. Yeah, she messaged me afterwards saying like, oh, thanks for your help or whatever. Like, you know, it all worked out. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to get a closer look at your tattoos. And she's like, no-tell motel, room 201. It's like, okay.
Oh, there you go.
I guess I'm going.
I never got that far.
Yeah.
With that.
So I've been doing other things like just sort of blasting dudes with shotguns. I think that's the main thing is that I'm just shotgunning everybody. Yeah. It's so fun. Just running up and blasting them. All my cyber stuff is like armor or like, increased armor within 3 meters of a shot or whatever, you know? So I just run around, just shotgunning them in the head. So far, it's been pretty not too difficult, but there's been a few where it's like, well, this guy moves really, really fast. And I'm not moving that fast.
The cyber psychos.
No, this was. Oh, yeah, he was a cyber psycho. Yeah. He was an old guy that lived in like a trailer, and he's like paranoid, and he like set up mines in his little compound, and his family came to visit, and they all got killed. So he went crazy. So I had to go neutralize him. I don't know what happens if you murder a cyber psycho, but I did neutralize him. So
I've murdered every cyber psycho.
Nah, I neutralized him. I had a gun that I modified to just like not do murdering damage. Oh, yeah. So I just shotgunned him until he was down to very low health, and then I switched guns. Nice. So my shotgun is doing a lot of damage. So
that was one game where I was like, I want to finish this game because the storyline's amazing, so I'm not going to get lost in the sauce.
Oh,
and I just pushed through and just did all the storyline missions.
No, it was like I needed money. Because it was like, to get information from Rogue, I had to give her 15 grand. So then I was like, I have to go do something to get money. Then I had to pay back Vic just because I had to.
Yeah.
It just seemed like the right thing to do. And then, so I've been doing that. And then I was like, well, I don't want to go straight to another mission. I was like, I'll go get all the Delamain cars. Yeah. So I drove around collecting all the Delamain cars. I will say that's one of the things in the game that makes it a little easier than Grand Theft Auto like 5 or whatever. Is like there's repo missions in Grand Theft Auto 5, and they'll be like, oh, there's a car you got to get from the North End, and here's a picture of it.
Good luck.
And it's just like a picture of the car. It's like, fuck, how am I going to find it? Whereas in the Delamain ones, it'll be like, it's in the North End, and you drive there, and it's a big yellow square.
Yeah. And
then Delamain will call and be like, oh, you're near a car that disappeared. It's like, okay. And then it'll be like, do you want to track this mission? So you track it. It's like, the car's there. you just drive over there. There's nothing to it.
I'm sad car.
Yeah. So
I'm angry car.
I guess you never did the part where you have to go fight your way into the Delamain.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, you just didn't remember?
Didn't recognize it.
Okay. So did you save them or did you delete them?
I think I deleted them this time.
Yeah,
the first time I saved them, the second time
I couldn't save them because my abilities were too low. And I'm like, I'm not walking all the way back here when my skills are high enough to do this. I'm going to delete them all. And Johnny's just like, you're a real asshole, V.
You're a real asshole, V.
Yeah, so I deleted them. And then Delamain gave me a taxi.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, another car.
And then that's the only car you need to drive.
Well,
until you go out in the desert.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, is my car, when the whole Delamain thing happens, he's like, go pick up your car. And you go into the parking garage, and then the first Delamain car is like, beep, beep, motherfucker, and like rams your car and destroys it.
Yeah.
So then it was like, I literally was playing for like 6 hours, and it was like, the mission was like, your car's still being repaired. Like,
yep.
So I was like, I don't have a fucking car. So finally I was like, I'm going to buy a shit box from the car company.
Yeah.
So it was like a 10 grand piece of shit car. So I got it. I'm driving around in it, and it gets all, it was at like this dump where a girl had like, they said my car was, but it was like an old car that she fixed up. So I let her keep it. But then around back was another Delamain car that I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to drive over all the garbage, and the car got fucking just destroyed, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, my car's destroyed. So I was like, well, maybe I'll get my motorbike. So I went to summon another car, and it was like, my other car was fixed. Like, immediately after I bought this other shitbox. So, God damn, I wasted this money buying this shitbox car that I'm never going to drive.
I just drive Jackie's bike in that time.
Yeah, that's what I was doing mostly, but I was like, well, I blew up Jackie's car or bike because I was just going so fucking fast. And it was like, you gotta take this off ramp down. And I just sailed right over into the water, and it exploded, and it was being repaired. Oh, and that's the other thing too with the Delamain quest. There's the one suicidal car.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, maybe I'll just kill myself. And I did it, but I didn't save. And then I did another quest with the one that says beep beep motherfucker. And somehow when I was fighting him, a gang got involved and they just blew me away. And I had to reload and I had to redo those quests. So I went to the suicidal car one, and I was like, well, what happens if I block him so he can't try to drive off the edge, because there's like a little opening that he drives up to. So like, let me park my car right there. So he's like, well, maybe I'll just end it all. And he just pushed me off the edge into the water. My car exploded. So I'm way the fuck down. And I had to climb up like 100 ladders to get back up. Oh my God. Hilarious. It was so bad. And then my car had to be fixed again. So I like
the driving physics in that game are weird.
Yeah, they're not too good. And the camera, I don't know how it works on. You played with controller or mouse and keyboard?
Mouse key.
I don't know how the camera works for driving in mouse and keyboard, but in like any other racing game, driving game, GTA, you can control the camera with the stick, but it swings back fairly quickly. Like as soon as you let it go, maybe a second, it'll be like back. In this game, it takes like a good 3 or 4 seconds. So I'll be like turning the camera to look around a corner, and then I'll start driving like parallel to the screen. So I'll be crashing into like light poles and shit because I can't see where I'm going. So it's a bit annoying. I did like the Gladys car. Do you remember Gladys? There was a car that spoke with Gladys's voice. Yeah. And then they made a joke about the cake, and I was like, oh my God. Obviously, they got the same Gladys voice actor here.
There's a couple cars that are good for different situations. There's one car that's good on the concrete, one car that's good on the dirt. Yeah. And then so it's just like as soon as you get to that part, you just swap it back between those two cars.
Yeah. Maybe Pan Am is a lesbian. Were you a guy or a girl?
Girl.
Oh, okay. She's not a lesbian then.
I got as far as I could.
I noticed they changed the part where you go to clouds and you can choose someone to talk to you.
Yeah.
Originally, there was no, like, now when you go in, it shows like, it's like, we're going to go into your brain and choose your ultimate whatever. And before it would just be, do you want Sky or do you want Angel? Yeah. It would just say 2 names. You had to choose Sky or Angel. Now it shows like 10 or 15 different pictures, and they sort of gray out as they go like, oh, these are not compatible with you. And then it'll be like, do you want Sky or Angel? Because apparently when the game first came out, a lot of people were just like, guys would be like, oh, I'll choose Angel.
Yeah.
And then it would be a dude, and they'd be, oh my God, this game made me gay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be gay. So they changed it now, so you can definitely tell if it's a guy or a girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
It's a good game.
I think I will wrap it up.
Do it.
But I looked, and it was like, I literally tried it like once a year, every year. Except last year. I didn't try it.
You didn't try it last year.
I didn't try it last year. Like, you can see, like, my first save, I played for like 4 hours. That was like the day it came out.
Yeah.
And then, like, whatever it was, because that came out, I think it came out like November or something like that. Yeah. So, like, sometime in 2021, I tried it for like 4 hours. Whatever. 2022, 6 hours. 2023, I tried it twice. Yeah. Right at the beginning of the year, I tried it. And then at the end of the year, I tried it. 2024, no saves. And then now we're 2025, and I'm playing it.
Nice.
So
very good.
Yep. I don't think I played any other games, really. I think that was it. It was Infinite Wealth. Oh, Genshin.
Yes,
of course.
Genshin, of course.
And some First Descendant stuff. The Genshin, I can see how by the end game it would be annoying. Just with not being able to try to level up your stuff, basically. Because you are limited to the sort of mobile style. Oh, you have to wait for your energy to respawn.
God, that's annoying.
You can get more and you can spend more money to do a certain amount every day, but it's a Chinese game, so it's limited. You cannot just spend infinite funds and just play it infinitely. There is actual a limit to it, which sucks, but I mean, whatever. I still have so much content in the game. It's no big deal, but I could see by the end of when you have nothing left to do, you would be just like, well, I played Genshin for 5 minutes today.
did the things
I've done everything I can do, and that's it. So I'll be back tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying it. And then the first Descendant, they've added some massive. It's getting like, I mean, everyone can level up, but the power levels are getting off the wall.
Yeah.
Just the amount of bonus damage you can add to your guns and stuff like that. Like, it's not like it's like power creep, i.e. a character is so overpowered you need to get them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, you need to grind these things out. You don't need to. I mean, the only reason you need to do it is if you want to do the higher levels of this mode.
Yeah.
You have to level up your guns in the mode. But yeah, the only way to do it is to like incrementally upgrade in that mode. And it's basically bullet sponge mode where it's just like, I have to shoot a guy 10 million times unless I level up my DPS on my gun. So slightly annoying that way, but it's all right.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying it. Still doing my dailies and everything like that.
Nice.
I've wrapped up the battle pass and I got everything basically. Well, no, that's not true. I don't have maxed out guns. I haven't infused them all.
Yeah.
But I have at least one of every gun.
Yeah.
And I have every character. So, and I have the dog. I named him Crypto.
Crypto the dog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then there's a new dog coming in the next update. Oh, that's the other thing too, is that they're not doing season 3 after this battle pass. It's season 2 part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it because they say it's not going to be that big of a like content update change wise, that they don't think it's really season 3, but they're adding like the new characters and everything like that. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Other than that, I don't really think I played anything else. Not that I can remember anyways. What about yourself?
I played Wild Bastards.
Wild Bastards? What is Wild Bastards all about?
It's the second game from a company that did God, what is the other Bastards game?
Void Bastard?
Void Bastards, yes.
Oh yeah.
Except it's Wild Bastards, so it's
really?
in space still, but it's also a Western.
I thought they changed the name of Void Bastards to something else because it was hard to sell.
Bastards. And they did Wild Bastards, which is kind of similar, but in space, and it's Western.
Oh yeah.
It all the little areas you go to. So you go down to planets to get different upgrades and stuff for your guys. You only have 2 guys to start, and you have to there's a whole storyline where you have to go through and put the rest of your posse together. And there are a lot of guys on your posse, but they're all dead. So you have to go and resurrect them, and they're all like robots and aliens and stuff like that. And so you go through and you resurrect all of your peoples to get back in. But then you go down to planets, and it's kind of like a turn-based planet thing where you go to these little zones to fight guys. But when you're in the fight, you do a little arena combat. But the arena combats they're not super interesting, you know. You get like your little western town, your little fort, or your little just flat open space. And at the start of the game, it's extremely difficult. Like, extremely difficult. But by the end of the game, it's supremely easy.
Oh, really?
Like, you just breeze through the last little bit of the game.
Interesting. So why did you get onto that one?
I really like the Void Bastards one. So I was like, I need something to play. So I played Wild Bastards.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might even own that game on Xbox or something like that. But I don't know if it was just the name. I just was like, whatever.
So the first characters you get are Spider Rosa. She's just got two irons.
Yeah.
And can her special is you can leave a little decoy for people to follow. And that's how you get away from things. Then you get Casino, Doc Casino.
Okay.
Who's got a shotgun and just has his ultimate is just vaporize everything in sight. There's a whole ton of different characters that come up. There's like the Doc, who's a sniper. Preacher. Preach, who's a sniper.
Of course.
Doc, who's got a minigun. But it's weird. Every time you go through like a planetary sector, you lose all of your upgrades.
Oh.
Which is kind of lame.
That's like Cube World. Do you remember Cube World?
No.
That was like the Minecraft killer that was supposed to come out. That was a huge open world thing. I remember Kierland played it on stream. Yeah. He was so stoked for it. But every time you went to like a new area, all your upgrades were just like not good anymore. So you had to like re-farm everything in every zone. It was so stupid.
Now you would just lose all your upgrades, get some infamy, and when you would go to the next area, however much infamy you got, that's how many you got better upgrades for that area. So you'd only get 3 upgrades. but it had this weird thing. Whereas if you had 2 people in a party, because you can only have 2 people in a party
Okay.
to go down to a planet and you could swap between them on the fly when you were doing your combats. But if you didn't use both of them equally or one of them died, then those 2 would start having a fight, and then you couldn't use them together anymore.
Oh, what?
And you get these items called beans. Then you would share beans with each other to increase your make each other like each other again.
That's a bit unwieldy, isn't it?
It's wild. So you'd go down to get into some area, everyone would be fighting with everyone, and then you couldn't take anyone down. He's like, okay, well now I gotta have this guy go down alone and try and complete this mission.
Just because they're feuding?
Just because they're feuding, and you didn't have any beans, and all the rest of you guys were dead, and you didn't have any things to bring them back.
That's weird.
It's a pretty interesting game.
Huh.
It's pretty interesting. I enjoyed my time.
Maybe I'll watch a trailer, but Tank says it was on Game Pass. Maybe I think I just saw the name and was just like, nah, I don't need to play that.
I think I like the Void Bastards formula a little bit more because Void Bastards was more of a roguelike than Wild Bastards. Because Wild Bastards, when you died, you just go back to the start of the sector that you were in. You didn't go all the way back, not completely dead.
Okay.
And then you just try and do that sector again.
What was the game that you played where it was like above view and it was like very minimalistic graphics, but there was like a cone of view and you.
Oh yeah, God, what the hell is that? I can see it clearly in my head.
Yeah. This sort of sounds like that kind of to me.
It sounds like it clearly in my head. Yeah, I can't remember what the hell that game is.
I don't know if that's the view the Void Bastards is like that.
Paradox Interactive.
Yeah,
is the company that made it. I think.
I just remember watching you play it.
No, it's a Void Bastards first person shooter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get into combat, it's first person.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
that's cool. So no Tarkov?
No, I didn't play Tarkov at all.
Wow.
I don't think I played a single video game this week.
Wow.
I actually watched things.
No.
Yes.
What?
I watched Skeleton Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was not bad when you temper your expectations and realize that it's a kid's show.
Yeah, was it like the bits of Obi-Wan with Princess Leia? Do you remember when she's like doing the hijinks running through the forest and
very
they're
much like Obi-Wan,
they're slapsticking and like running into trees and stuff?
So it's all just pirates.
Yeah.
It's just like pirates, Goonies.
Oh yeah.
Is that It kind of reminds me of Goonies, where it's just like your crew of kids pirating a spaceship.
Oh yeah.
And adventuring with pirates.
Nice. So it was all right.
It was all right. It wasn't that bad. Like the first episode, I was like, "Oh God, no!
Yeah.
What are these graphics? What is this CGI? This is awful." And I turned it off halfway through, and I was like, nah, I'll finish it. I'll see what happens." And I was like, "Oh, okay, this isn't that bad. It's not that bad."
All right. Once you know it's a kid's show.
Once you know it's a kid's show,
you can be like, "All right, that's fine."
Yeah.
Yeah. So better than The Acolyte. Or did you even watch it?
I never finished The Acolyte.
Yeah, me neither.
Definitely better than The Acolyte.
The Acolyte was so bad, dude. Fuck.
Definitely better.
Yeah, anyways. And it was, we didn't like The Acolyte because it was bad, not because of the content of a space witch giving birth. We didn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no. The
story was bad.
Great. The acting was not great.
Yeah.
Everything was not great about that.
Yeah, exactly. They were like 20-minute episodes too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I guess they were probably just going for a show that was like cheaper to make. That was Star Wars based.
Yeah.
That had to be what it was.
There's something else we watched too that was actually supremely good.
Oh yeah.
It's animated on Netflix.
Okay.
God, what was it?
I don't know.
I can't even remember right now.
Animated on Netflix. Well, I watched a movie called The Substance. Have you watched The Substance?
I have not watched The Substance.
You should probably watch The Substance. I think the wife would like it.
Yeah,
I think so. It stars.
I've seen trailers for it.
It stars Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley from Death Stranding. Do you know Death Stranding? And I don't want to spoil it. Are you familiar with it? What do you know from the trailers?
Modify yourself with the substance.
You make the better version of yourself with the substance. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Oh, The Witcher animated movie. Nope, that wasn't it. We did watch that. It was okay.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't on. Yeah, Sirens of the Deep. That's what we watched.
Oh yeah.
God, I can't even remember what it was, but it was really good.
Okay, what was it about?
I can't even remember now.
It must have been really, really, really good.
Oh man, my mind is totally blanking on everything that it was.
Really good.
Supremely good.
I also watched that I'd never seen before, the original My Bloody Valentine from like 1979 or 81 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it's more interesting than the remake. I don't know if it's a remake, reimagining of it. But it's very obviously it was filmed and made in Canada.
Yeah.
Because the accents in it are crazy. They sound like they're like from Ontario. They have the Ontario accent.
Yeah.
And there's also an Esso station I saw in the background. So I knew
Nice.
it was in Canada. But it was pretty good. I liked it. Definitely liked it better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend, if you haven't seen that one, you should watch it as well. And this was the like extended version where they had all these like deleted scenes from the theatrical release because they were too gory for 1979 or 81 or whatever. Yeah. And they re-added it into this director's cut. Unfortunately, the footage is not the best quality because it was probably kept in some guy's shed for 40 years.
Yeah. So
it's a little grainy and like washed out, you know, but some of the special effects pretty good for the time. And yeah, it was interesting. And it also stars, the sheriff is played by Don Franks. Do you know Don Franks? Canadian actor.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of things. If you saw him, you'd probably be like, oh, that guy. Very prolific Canadian actor. And he had a daughter named Cree Summer. Are you familiar with Cree Summer?
Sounds familiar.
She was on a certain show called A Different World.
Oh.
Are you familiar with A Different World? Spin-off of The Cosby Show, and Denise went to college.
Yeah.
Cree Summer was on that. She sang the theme song to the Raccoons.
Oh.
Do you remember the Raccoons?
Yes.
Yeah. Canadian cartoon, the Raccoons.
The Raccoons.
Yeah, so she sang the theme song to that. And then do you remember the Owl TV show? I think there was an Owl TV show.
Owl TV.
Do you remember Owl magazine?
No.
It's like a kids magazine in Canada. I think she sang the theme song for that too. So I had a subscription to Owl magazine when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah, I liked it. And then the younger kids version of Owl magazine was called Chickadee. You remember Chickadee?
I remember Chickadee.
The Chickadee magazine. The Owl magazine was for the older kids. Yeah, the old raccoons.
The old raccoons.
Quiet, peaceful, serene. The Raccoons.
Cyril Sneer.
Yeah, exactly. This is some Canadiana right here. Holy. Who animated this? Dick?
Probably Dick. Dick did a lot of animation.
Yep.
Canadian animation.
Yep. Dick loves animation.
Dick loves animation.
But yeah, I don't think I watched anything else. I was going to watch this new slasher movie called Heart Eyes.
Uh-huh.
But it actually wasn't available on streaming. Like for a gray zone streaming site, you know?
Yeah.
So I couldn't watch it. So that's why I watched My Bloody Valentine.
Okay.
Because it was originally going to be, I did a Valentine's Day movie stream. So it was going to be the movie Valentine's.
Yeah.
And then Heart Eyes, which is like about Valentine's slasher or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't available, so I had to switch to My Bloody Valentine at the last moment. But yeah, I did a movie stream with Pockets.
Nice.
We commentated on those. And she started the wrong movie at the start. She just clicked whatever links that was in the chat, not looking at it. So I was commenting it, and she was commenting it, and they were kind of lining up a little bit because I'd say something like, oh, she's not even wearing like, you know, gloves to touch the body or whatever. She'd be like, yeah, she's not. But she was like thinking like, that's a weird thing to say about that. Like there was a body, but it was fake. You know, it was like a prank. Yeah. And then she said something about methane gas. And I was like, methane gas? I'm like, are you watching My Bloody Valentine right now? Are you watching the wrong movie? And she's like, yeah. So then we had to restart and do it again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though, because I was like, "There's no methane gas in Valentine." And I'm like, "Wait, the My Bloody Valentine takes place in a mine." So I was like, "Oh no, she's watching the wrong movie." So, anyways, I think that was it for what I watched. Really.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I was off for a week, but then before that I had a week of work. And I don't want to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I got to go back to work tomorrow too. I don't want to. I've been off for 2 weeks.
I've not been off for 2 weeks. I've been off for 1, but fuck, man, I'm on the wave of like being like fuck that place. You know, yeah. I go from like the being like fuck this place to being like it's fine, whatever, no big deal. But now I'm on the current like fuck this place, man. Like it's almost I just be like I could just go like stock shelves at Safeway.
Yes.
You know, like I don't need to be bothered with all this shit over here. I'm being told I watched a Cabin Lake movie or something. I do not even remember watching Cabin Lake. Oh, yeah, I did watch another movie. Sorry, let's go back to that. It was called The Night House, I think. And the reason I watched it is because it was directed by a guy who directed some other movie. I can't remember which. That was really good. And I was like, oh, you did this movie, so we'll watch it. And it was about a guy. It was kind of like Final Destination a little bit.
Yeah.
Like she was supposed to die, but she didn't. And then Death was like trying to make her husband kill her.
Okay.
And he didn't want to kill her. So what he was doing was he would like find women that looked like her to kill instead. And it would trick Death for a little while. And then he would then he killed himself.
Yeah.
It was interesting. And the special effects were kind of cool because the whatever thing that was haunting him would be like, she would see it in the house. Like she'd be like, oh, and there'd be like, what was a face?
Yeah.
But then it would move and it was just like the design in the wainscoting. It looked like a profile or whatever. But then by the end of the movie, it was like the house was like changing shape in the doorway to look like.
Oh, wow.
It looked cool anyways. But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, anyways, back to work. I'm at the, like I said, at the point, it's like I could just go do anything else. Yeah. Like I don't need to get paid. Like minimum wage is like what, 20? Or something like that.
1975.
Yeah, it's like I could live on that.
Yeah.
I don't need to get paid more than that.
Yeah, you could definitely live on that.
And it's like, do I just do that? But then it would be like, I wouldn't work 9 to 5 or whatever. And
yeah.
I mean, I could maybe, but then it'd be like, oh, maybe I have to work like 3 till 9, and I don't really want to do that, you know? So I don't know. Anyways, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go do something else.
Yeah, but I don't want to go like, I mean, around where I'm a little limited with the foot, sure. I guess I could take the bus like a normal person, but I don't want to do that either. But it's just like in my little area that I don't really want to, like, I kind of got like the perfect thing. Like I live like 10 minutes from work and I can walk there. And even if I have to go to the other place, it's only like 30 minutes. So it's like,
it's easy.
It's easy peasy. Yeah. Whereas if I got a job, I got to go and it's like fucking up in Aberdeen or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I got to go to Aberdeen, then it's like a 30-40 minute bus ride.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, that sucks. So I don't know. Anyways, need to get a at-home business or something like that.
Yeah.
Like OnlyFans or something.
Yeah. Just wait till we get the warehouse set up, and then you can do all the shipping and receiving.
Oh, really? A warehouse, eh?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, we don't have enough. I want to do online sales, right? Yeah, we don't have enough space here to have extra stock.
I see.
Like we just can't have extra stock here. This is not a thing.
Okay. All right. Well, I have history with logistics.
Yes, I know.
So
I am well aware.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's work. Back tomorrow. Yeah. Thankfully, just a short week. Worked out okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yep. Oh, I will say, but okay. Anyways, I was off on the 7th. I think it was Friday.
Yep.
Started on the 8th, my birthday. Streamiversary. Stream for a week.
Yeah.
And Friday, I'm at warehouse, and I know they're getting a container at the other warehouse. Yeah. But we got the guys, and then another guy. They're gonna do it. No problem. So I'm doing my thing. Then at like 12 o'clock, the other guy drives over on the forklift. He's like, hey, do you want to earn some extra money? And I'm like, huh? What? He's like, oh, the container just came and it's a mess. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, like it's a big mess. And I'm like, okay. He's like, it's going to take a while. And I was like, all right. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. I'll come over there, right? Because I had finished all my regular. I was just doing like rearranging and tidying and all this other not important really stuff, you know, just work to make it easier in the future, basically. So yeah, okay, I'll go over. So anyways, a container showed up, China. Fucking Jesus. You know what's on this container? 400 wheelbarrows, unbuilt,
yeah,
200 plastic, 200 metal, like 400 hand carts, and 1,000 like non-flat wheels.
Picture the hand carts.
Yeah. Where did you see it?
On Facebook.
Oh, they posted that they're in or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a container load, and they're just jammed in there. Like they're not on skids or anything. It's just, there's a stack. So the wheelbarrows, there's 200 metal wheelbarrow. What do you even call the wheel? Like the bin part.
Yeah.
They're just stacked upside down, 200 of them, like 6 feet high. So they're
all
metal.
All the frames are someplace else. All the wheels are someplace
Yeah,
else.
the handle. Oh, that's the other thing. The handles, all the metal handles. Oh my God. So, and the wheelbarrows, they're bulky. If I was to do them one at a time, it's fine. But it's like, we're doing like, if I was doing one, I could do one at a time, right?
Yeah.
So me and another guy are doing like 4 at a time.
Yeah.
We're putting them on a skid, but we have to flip them onto the skid. We have to make 2 piles on the skid, and fucking just a big thing. And then I'm just like, I'm whatever. They're driving the forklift. They can do whatever they want for the stacking. So they're like, we'll put all the handles on one skid. The skid's like literally 5 feet high, weighs like, it's got to weigh like 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
So we're like, we build it, we wrap it, and we're pushing it. No, it's not budging at all, whatever. So they start backing off, immediately falls over. Have to restack it. And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. So they're restacking it while I'm making other skids of like, we had to put like every wheelbarrow has one box it comes with. It had a wheel and hardware. Yeah. So I'm making like all these fucking skids. And then there's 2 different types. The ones with red tape are for the metal wheelbarrow. The ones with no red tape are for the plastic. So there's 2. And it's just like, oh my fucking God. So we're finally getting near the end, the back of the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be off at 4:15. It's like 6:30 or whatever. And I had also, we're wrapping them. And somehow, like, when I was ripping the plastic wrap, I tweaked my elbow. And I'm like, oh my God, my elbow. So I'm having trouble, like, using my arm. It's fine now. But it was just like, I was having trouble, like, lifting it up past my shoulder. Like, oh, my fucking elbow. And then I was like, they were like, oh, do you want to take a break to eat or whatever? Mm-hmm. They, like, one of the guy's girlfriends brought, like, cookies and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, have a break to eat a cookie. I'm like, no, I want to get this done. I'm not taking a break. I'm like, I got places to be, not really, but I mean,
yeah.
I was like planning to stream like after I got work, right? And they're like, oh, if you got place to be, you can go. You've already helped a lot, right? I'm like, okay, I can help for a little while longer, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was 2 different colors of hand carts, whatever. Like, I'll finish this color and then I'll go, right? So we continue on, and then I'm like, we do whatever for another 30 minutes. And I was like, no, actually, I'm going to go. I'm going to go now. Oh, that's cool. They called someone they knew to come and help unload or whatever. And it wasn't that much. They probably only had like another hour and a half to do, but I just was like, no, I'm going to leave now. They're like, yeah, no problem. So I fucked off at, like 6:30 or something like that. But it was like, of course this happens the day that I'm supposed to be going away. Right. Yeah. Just a pain in the ass. So, and then it actually was like, it was very cold outside, but for whatever reason, it was warm inside the container.
Yeah.
So like we have our other warehouse now, and they built these bifold doors that block it. And the one section was open, truck backed up to the ramp. And like, if you left the container, instantly you're like hot, you see your breath, it was so cold. But inside the container, I was just working in like, I had a little smock I was wearing, and that was it, because I brought all my gear because I have like coveralls, hoodie, all this shit. I'm like, well, I bring it all just in case. And then I was just wearing my like normal smock. And like what I normally wear at the warehouse was just my long underwear under my shorts. And that's all I was wearing in there.
Wow.
So it was pretty interesting. I don't know why it was so warm in there.
Weird.
They just brought the heat from China. I don't think it's hot in China. So I think it's winter there too.
It's definitely winter there too.
Yeah.
Northern hemisphere.
Exactly. So yeah, I was just like, of course this comes in on the day. And then all these hand carts, there's nowhere to put them. So we're putting it was like 20 of them on one skid and wrapping it. That's the only way we could do it. There was no like bins or anything like that. So there's just these fucking wrapped up carts on these, and there's like, where are they going to put them? There's like no fucking space anywhere. So I don't know what they did with them.
Crazy.
Parked them outside or something. Like literally, there's no space. It's crazy.
Wild.
So
That's wild.
yeah, dude. So anyways, back to work tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. But
Yeah, me too. Not looking forward to it. No, I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. after I've been getting up at noon
yeah,
or later.
yeah. I have
this
not been
entire
getting
time.
up that late. I've been getting up at like 8 at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
I only did sleep streams a few times. Sometimes I was just like, meh. I'd like to get a real sleep tonight,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to bother. Or depending, like if it's getting towards that time and it's like, oh, no one's like normally that would be Tank or Peaks Cat or Colton or whoever chatting.
Mhm.
It's like they're not around, they're already asleep. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to sleep too. But
Yeah.
I did the first night I slept on the couch, atrocious sleep. Well, and
Yeah.
that's the other thing too, is that after doing all that like lifting and shit, my elbow was sore first of all, but then it was like, oh, my arms are sore and like I tweaked my back,
Yeah.
right? And I'm trying to sleep on the couch, so just an atrocious night of sleep. So like the next night I was like, fuck it, and I put the camera in the bedroom, pointing at the bed. And I like lined it up and got it going. I had like, if I turn on my nightstand light with just one click,
Mhm.
it's bright enough that you can see, but it's not bright enough that I can't sleep. Beautiful sleep that night.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I had my phone playing the stream. So when the alerts went off, they would wake me up or whatever. Because I always listen to American Dad when I fall asleep.
Yeah, yeah.
So the TV was American Dad. And yeah, it was good anyways. So pretty fun. So,
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't want to go back to work tomorrow.
No.
I mean, I could quit and not
You
go
could quit.
back, but
You can definitely do
I'd
it.
have to get a job eventually.
You should probably give 2 weeks notice though.
I probably would. I mean,
Yeah.
would they give me 2 weeks notice if they're going to fire me though?
No, that's not how it works.
Well, I don't need to give 2 weeks notice.
No, you don't. Just a courtesy thing.
Yeah, but they're not going to give me a courtesy if they're going to fire me. I mean, if they fired me, I'd be like, sweet, sweet. When's my
Yeah.
severance package? Hello, let's go.
Exactly.
I'd love to get fired. Oh my God. Could you imagine?
That'd be wild.
Oh, dude, I'd get a year severance,
Mhm.
probably.
Probably.
Oh, I would love it.
Yes.
Please do. But that's not going to happen.
No, they need you.
That's not going to happen.
They need you too much.
So, anyways. Yeah.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
back to work tomorrow too.
Yep.
Not looking forward to it.
No.
Getting up at noon, 1.
Yep.
Every afternoon.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
to bed at like
Thankfully,
3, 4
yeah,
in the
I was
morning.
not doing that. I was staying up late, but I was still getting up at like 8.
Yeah.
And then at 8 at the latest.
That's my preferred time. Is
1?
night shift.
Yeah. I guess if it was every night that you worked like, say, 3 to 9 or something
Mhm.
like that, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
But if it's like, no, today you're 8 till 5, and then tomorrow I hated that shit.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
I haven't had to do that in a long time, but the store was open. They've changed it since COVID, but it used to be open like Thursday, Friday. I think it was Thursday, Friday till 9.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, you have to close Thursday night or Friday night or whatever. And be like, fuck, I hate that shit. Cause then your beginning of your day's fucking wasted.
hmm
And then anyways.
Yeah, I like closing up around here.
Mhm.
Just, just close up, can relax, put all the chairs up.
Well,
do
that's a
all the
little
mopping,
different.
do
If it was
everything.
my business too,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's cool. But it's like when you're like, I have to be at the fucking store and like, there's nobody in the fucking store.
Yeah.
You have to like, okay, I guess go straighten that shelf. Like
Yeah.
that shit's not cool to me. But yeah, if this was my place, I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, straighten the shelf, sweep the floor, wipe the floor, do this,
Do
do
all
that,
things.
like
Yeah.
do this, what
Yeah.
the fuck ever. I'd never be stopping. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd never be stopping. It would always be something. I'm doing something in here. Always.
Mhm.
So, anyways. But when it's not your own place, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck this place. So, anyways.
Yeah, well, back to the 6 a.m. wake ups tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
It's not going to be good.
So I think I wake up at 6:45.
It's
So.
like, oh my god. Yeah, it's usually when I wake up too to be working for 7.
No, then
you got to walk. To
Yeah,
work. I just have to drive.
I don't have to start till 8.
Yeah,
So.
I gotta start.
I mean, I could start really, if I wanted to, at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
No, wait, 6 a.m. I think is the earliest I could
Mhm.
start. So that's, the orders don't print till like 5:45 a.m.
Oh.
So if I wanted to, I could start that early. I don't want to.
No.
Well, I have to go to bed at like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's a changing landscape at the job.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we gave back. We decided we're not going to do the project we were doing that I was managing.
Oh, really?
There's just not enough money in it. we're just losing money all over the place. And I'm like, well, we're as efficient as we can be.
And what they say? Please don't.
No, well, we were like, hey, this is what we need. They're like, we can't do that.
So they're just not going to do it?
They're just not going to do it.
Oh, crazy.
So we're out of that project. We're just wrapping up a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. So we probably have up until the end of March is when we have jobs.
Oh, and then it's done?
And then it's done.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So we'll be on everyone will be on a different project.
Oh.
Ship them all over to the other side.
Oh, but you'll have a job?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought when you said we won't have jobs, that implies...
Oh, yeah, no, the jobs is in sites to do.
Okay, you said it in a very, not good way for me to...
Oh, no, everyone's fine.
There'll still be projects.
Oh, yeah, there'll still be projects.
So we won't have any projects, not jobs.
We won't have any sites to do.
Okay, thank you.
I
was like, you're pretty blasé about losing your job in March.
Well, it'd be nice if I did, but, it's not.
Well, would it be nice?
Well, yeah, because I could just come here.
Yeah, but could you pay yourself enough here?
Probably not.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire some people.
Then you have to work here at 12 hours a day every day?
That'd be fine.
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
Because there's just not enough money yet.
Yeah.
We want to be able to have staff and not have to work 12 hours a day.
But wouldn't you prefer to work here 12 hours a day than 8-hour days over there?
8-hour days there and then 8-hour days here? Yes.
No, no 8 hours over there, just here all day.
Oh, yeah. Here all day, definitely preferable to 8 hours there and then 8 hours here.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be a big change.
Mm-hmm.
A small change because that's exactly what we were doing a year ago, so it doesn't really matter. And then, because the other side is really picking up steam. Lots of work over there.
Okay.
So it'll be all right.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it because I've been on vacation for 2 weeks and not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean I haven't done anything either.
We had the new launch, the new set, Aether Drift, which is car racing magic.
Just sounds stupid.
The art style is really good, like for all the alternate arts in this set.
Mm-hmm.
It's super neat.
It's in the style of
Ratfink Hot Rods.
A Ratfink Hot Rod. From Hot Rod Magazine?
From Hot Rod Magazine, yeah. It's super good.
A lot of tongues hanging out.
Lots of eyeballs.
Lots of burning rubber,
brain
melting
stems.
tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. But not a lot of people were super excited about this set, so
I wouldn't think so. How many 60-year-old greaseheads play Magic the Gathering? Not even
Only
60, 80-year-old greaseheads. Yeah.
So we didn't have a huge turnout for pre-release.
It's very it doesn't sound like it would be popular to me. It's very weird set prospect to me.
We did the midnight pre-release though.
Oh yeah.
So Thursday night, midnight. Or Friday morning, midnight, rather.
Mm-hmm.
We did that, and that was good. We had 12 people show up for that.
Nice.
And then we had a pretty good 20 people on Saturday, I think. And then, Friday afternoon.
Nice.
And Saturday, I think we only had 12, and then Sunday we only had 6.
Oh, sad.
It's oh man, that's not good.
Yeah, it's a weird set.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't...
Because we spent the most money on this set.
That's because no one else bought it.
No, I don't know.
So much available.
We just wanted to make sure we had enough product to satisfy everybody. But yeah, it didn't go off as much as we had hoped, so we got a lot of leftover products sitting around.
That's fine. It'll sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eventually. And if it doesn't sell this year, the packs will be $20 next year.
Yeah. Definitely.
There you go. That's cool.
And then Pokemon. That's a thing. Everyone wants Pokemon product.
Yep.
No one can get Pokemon product.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
So I can't buy any here?
You can't buy any Pokemon
What about a single?
Here. Not even... Oh, yeah, you can buy a single.
Oh, yeah.
I got some singles.
Really?
Just a small inch stack.
I'm not interested in singles.
That TCG Pocket game has really exploded the market, I think.
No, really?
Yeah, everyone wants rip packs now.
Why not just do it in the game?
No, it's not the same.
Oh, okay.
There's no value.
There's no...
Everyone wants the value.
It's just... Yeah, I guess so.
You can tell when the Wiener Boys come in and they want product.
Yeah.
They're just oh yeah, let's take everything.
Yeah.
Just chewing their cud, whatever it is.
And they're, we don't have any?
Yeah.
Sorry there, Zin Master.
Yeah. And then kid comes in, he's like, oh, I want some Pokemon product too. And we're like, yeah, we don't have any. That guy just bought it all.
Oh, there's no limit?
There's no limit.
Should limit it.
We only have one.
Oh.
So there is no limit. You can either buy one or you can buy none.
One pack? Or
one pack.
That's it.
Or one box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You can't get it. It's impossible.
Nope.
It's stupid.
Need to print more.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've ordered so much for the latest set, SV9, which is Journey Together.
Uh-huh.
We've bought so much product. Hopefully.
You're not getting it.
I've ordered so much product.
You're
We'll
not
see what
gonna
we
get
get.
it. You're not gonna get it.
I've ordered like check lane boosters.
Oh, the ones that are in the little cardboard sleeves.
Just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
hopefully we can get something.
Yeah.
If it all shows up, we'd be like, holy Christ.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
I don't think so. I don't think you gotta worry about that.
I don't think we're going to get any of it.
Maybe one box.
The new Star Wars Unlimited set's coming out, and it looks like we're only getting shorted 2 boxes,
Oh, yeah.
which is great.
Printed in Europe.
Maybe. Is it?
I think so.
Interesting.
I think so.
Interesting.
Well, the one I got was printed in Europe.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like the art in those.
No, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
It's like, I guess they wanted to go with, I don't know, new art or whatever, but it's just like, can I just get a still of Han Solo?
Right?
I don't know.
It's all like super comic booky.
Yeah.
I've got one card that's Jar Jar Binks, and I'm like, oh my God, what have you done?
Yeah.
He's just like all sloppily all over the place with his Jar Jar Binksness.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, you've seen those? You've seen those videos about Darth Jar Jar?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
If you actually watch, there's a pretty good argument that it's Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah.
'Cause he's doing like little hand waves and stuff when they'll be asking questions and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
It's not just his freaking out,
No,
Jar Jar
they're
Binks
like
style.
little Obi-Wan, like.
his Gungan things.
No. I would check it out. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing else really going on.
No, that's all I really got now.
There was some, I think there was a Microsoft show as well. I don't know if we talked about it before, but it was like a wet fart in church.
Yeah.
I guess one of the big things was that Forza's coming to PlayStation.
Mhm.
Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it just reached end of life on Xbox. They're not updating it anymore.
Yeah.
The last update came out, so
Huh.
it's coming to PlayStation now. And I don't know. Everyone's been like, "Oh, they're going to announce Halo for PlayStation." So, well, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I never thought it would have happened, but
Yeah, who knows?
Sony's not releasing anything on Xbox, though. That's for sure.
No.
Well, they released the Lego one on the Horizon Lego one on Switch, but they're like, "Nah, fuck the Xbox, man. Fuck the Xbox."
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been I don't know. I guess it's that part of the generation where it's just like nothing's going on.
Yeah.
So, yep,
Switch 2.
they announced that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, the Avowed came out on pre-release, pre-purchase. It's like Obsidian. It's basically like Outer Worlds, but fantasy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is.
Okay.
Because there's like 4 sort of biggish maps that you can roam around in and do quests and everything. Kind of like Outer Worlds, you know?
Yeah.
You go to your different planets. It's kind of like that. But there's a bunch of weird things that are in the game. Because I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I could do the pre-release. Basically, if you have Game Pass, you could just upgrade to get it early for $20. So I better watch the review. So I watched the IGN review. And there's like some weird things in it. Like enemies don't respawn. So like, if you go to the map and you do all the quests and everything, kill all the enemies, they just don't come back ever. So if you go back to do a quest later and you've like cleared everything out, you just walk around an empty map.
Easy.
You just walk around an empty map with no enemies.
It's kind of like how Outer Worlds was.
No, the enemies respawn.
I didn't have too many enemies respawning on me.
Oh yeah, I remember running around and killing a bunch of those things on the first planet, the little whatever the hell they're called. So it's just like, oh, it's a bit weird, but whatever. And then like, I don't know, the graphics looked all right, the gameplay looked all right. It looked all right. So I just was like, I can wait. I don't need to spend the extra money.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. And then there's Pirate Yakuza coming out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, get that Cyberpunk done.
Yeah,
and then move on.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I need to play it immediately. We'll see. Anyways, I don't have to spend the money.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause it's like $80.
Jesus.
So, though Christ, there was some game I was looking at that I was like, oh, this could be cool. But like the regular version is like $93.
What?
On Xbox.
That's ridiculous. 93?
I can't remember what it was, but then it's like got the Microsoft tax on it because it's only like $80 on Steam.
Oh, but
I don't remember what game I was looking up because I remember I said it was like $90 Canadian. Heck was like it's only 80 Canadian in New Zealand. So like, what is it? I was like, I don't know. I guess Steam probably won't remember what I searched for. So I can't even remember what it was. But, yep. It was just like, God damn, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Actually, thank you. The tank in the chat reminded me. I'd played some other stuff.
Oh.
I played all these demos.
Oh,
do you remember The Alters?
No.
We watched it on one of the Microsoft shows. It was about the game where there's a guy, crash lands on a planet. He has a big wheeled base.
Oh, yeah.
And then he makes copies of himself that are different. There's a demo of that on Xbox. So cool. I played that. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I made one copy of myself, and the way it is it goes into like the memories, and it shows all your life history, and then the computer's like, oh, we found a place where there could be a divergence, and like what happened in my life is that my dad was a dink, and I never did anything. I just locked myself in my room and studied, and he would be yelling at my mom. But in the divergence, it diverts that I kick my dad out, and he's actually a pussy, and he doesn't come back, and then my life goes this way. But his life's not better because of that. It's just sort of different. And he comes and he's, rather than me as a pilot or something like that, he comes back, he's a technician. So he can fix like the motor because I blew out the motor.
Yeah.
So he can fix it, and then we drive off. But you go out of the little ship, and you could venture around and find stuff. And I found like a pod that had crashed that had all of our like stuff in it. So I found my like hoodie and my a lava lamp or something like that. And then I also had we got disconnected from YouTube.
Yeah.
No big deal. It's not going to be going that much longer, I don't think, anyways. No. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was a little janky. They just recently delayed it to be, what do you call it? It was supposed to come out like this spring, but now it's going to come out at the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Sort of when you're running around, it reminded me of Death Stranding graphically. Yeah. I played another game called Kazan, the First Berserker.
Oh, the First Berserker.
It's like an anime shit, I think.
Yeah.
And
sounds like it.
It's like Souls-like kind of, except it doesn't use Souls controls. So rather than shoulder button attacks, I'm using face button attacks. But then to heal, you have to hit the up on the D-pad, which really sucks. So usually it's like square X or whatever. So you have to like remove your hand off the control.
Yeah.
So that sucks. It was interesting, very Souls-like. I died. My souls landed up on the ground. I had to go try to pick them up. If you run by the enemies, they will chase you into the boss room. So I got the gist of it. I didn't play that much of it. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, I played that.
Yeah.
Was there any other demos I tried? I downloaded a couple of them. Oh, I downloaded this other one called Z-Date.
Z-Date?
Yeah. It's basically a like story game where you are going to school and there's all these girls that you're a new student, and all the girls there. Basically, if you do not end up getting a date by the end of the week, the zombie apocalypse happens and you die.
Yeah.
But if you have a date, you'll live. So you have to like riz the girls up to get a date, but you can rewind time. So like, it's basically like Groundhog Day. Be like, oh, she didn't like that. Well, next time I'll say something different, right? It was pretty interesting. It was interesting story to it. I liked the writing and everything like that. The only thing was like when you wake up in the morning, the alarm clock goes off and it plays the like radio. Yeah. It's like this song playing, and it just continued to play like throughout the whole beginning, and it has lyrics and you're trying to read the screen and just like, oh my God. But the art style was pretty good. It was just like hand-drawn stuff, but they looked good and everything like that. Yeah. And they have 4 different girls. It's like, oh, do you like the little, the smart girl, or do you like the girl that's more of a tomboy or whatever?
The sporty girl?
Yeah.
The girly girl?
There was a little innuendo. The French teacher was like hitting on you kind of a bit, implying like, if only I was, 20 years younger.
Classic.
And Madame Bouvier was her name.
Ooh, hello.
She talks to you in French. And you can choose like it's first day French class, and they'll be like, I don't really know French. Or be like, je m'appelle whatever, you can choose what you're going to say. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. I was pleasantly surprised.
Nice.
So
cool.
I put it on my wish list.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, But yeah, and I downloaded the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, but I didn't play it.
No.
I just installed it and then uninstalled it. So
There.
it's like, it looks like Worlds. I think I got the idea.
Yeah.
So, and everyone's like, well, don't forget the performance is really bad. They say that the performance will be better in the real retail version. I was like, well, do I really need to have a shitty experience right now then?
Yeah, right.
I don't think so. So
the demo is there to get you to buy the game, not to have a shitty experience.
yeah. So, well, it's not a demo. It was a beta, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that was about it, really. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's about it. I don't have anything else to say.
It. I don't either. Except I'll say that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. If you like what you heard, and you know that you did, make sure to leave us a like, a thumbs up, share us with a friend.
Yeah.
And then go to patreon.com/StreamVoid
Yeah.
That's the only way to support this podcast with the hard-earned dollar.
Yeah, you fucker.
Yeah, and big thanks to all of you Patreons out there still with us, still hanging on.
Thank you.
And
you're the best.
We'll see you guys again in perhaps 1 week's time.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye. That was like me with the First Ascendant. Downloaded, then deleted, never looked back. That's because you're a wiener.
Wiener.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yes.
So Mikey T has to come back here.
I have to come back and work.
Yeah. So I think we're not going to faff around too much. We're going to fly away immediately.
Indeed.
So he can come back here.
Yes. I will be back. Not here, but here.